Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Slow start today. Flying solo. Rob is at WonderCon this weekend. WonderCon. Enjoying a little bit of a comic show with his family. And I stayed up super late. So moving slow this morning. It was a good night, though. It was a good evening. So till other people show up, I'm trying to figure out how to... I'm not used to doing this show solo without Rob. This is normally the time of the week where catch up with Rob, pick on Rob a little bit. But here all the same. And I was up last night late. Hung out with Paul in the 619 for a while. Did a little recording with him that'll be coming out on his channel. I think he said on the 13th. It'll be a little while. But had a blast hanging out with Paul. I've talked to Paul before. Met him at Heroes Con, but never actually spent time talking to Paul. I had an amazing time. An awesome individual. He's here on YouTube as well, so check out Paul in the 619. I think he goes live on Tuesdays. I think that's the day where there's like a live hangout show with people and stuff. And I'll pop in there when I get an opportunity. When I'm free and I see he's live, I'll pop in and give it the thumbs up and the hello and try to listen in the background and drop some comments kind of thing. But never had the chance just to kind of wind down and let your hair down and kick it with him. And I had a blast. I look forward to an opportunity to do it again in the future. So be sure to check that out. And after that, I had to catch up on Monarch. Thursday nights, new episodes of Monarch always come out. So episode 5 was last night. And it was awesome. It was a great episode. It was a gut-punching episode, a little emotional. Had some cool kaiju stuff in it. We'll get into all the spoilers and stuff on Sunday night. I don't want to do it now. I want to give people time to watch it. But if you're not watching Monarch on Apple TV, you're missing out. It was a good episode. Let's see who's in the chat. And after Monarch, I wasn't tired. I was amped up. I noticed that the new Anaconda movie with Jack Black and Paul Rudd had released on Netflix. I've been waiting to see it. I've been waiting just to pick up a steelbook of it because I love the Anaconda franchise. The first movie is just really, really awesome. Hunt for the Blood Orchid was pretty solid. The rest of them are like direct-to-video slop. Still fun, but just not needed. I mean, I owned them on DVD, but like the original Anaconda with Jennifer Lopez and Ice Cube, that's a 4K steelbook upgrade movie. And the new one I wanted to get on 4K steelbook for the collection until I watched it last night. It absolutely sucked in so many ways. It's meant to be a comedy. I laughed one time, unfortunately. Just once. But it was it's not that it's like I don't really know how to get into it. It's hard to get into. It's just not that funny. I don't know what they were going for. Not sure what they were aiming to do with it. But they missed the mark completely. And the snake is hardly in it. It's hardly part of the movie. I think that was the biggest miss. Then it's hardly part of the movie at all. The whole premise to the new movie is two friends who are big fans of filmmaking get a hold of the rights to the Anaconda franchise, so they want to remake it, and it's the antics that ensue while they're attempting to remake the movie. But they focus too much on any and everything other than the fact that there's a killer anaconda. And there's something about like the snake too, like it's completely CGI and it's overly big. It's not like big to a funny level. It's not big to a comical level. I think they just wanted to make it big. It's just too big. It's not. I don't know. It hits that sci-fi direct to television movie level of goofiness, but it doesn't play well into the comedy. The first Anaconda movie is incredible in the sense that they have like animatronics, puppets, practical effects, stuff like that. This one was wildly different. Good morning, Izzy.
What's up, bro? Let me just try to check this microphone. Give me a second.
Yep.
Let me turn the camera off just a bit.
So Izzy's not at WonderCon this weekend. He's at C2E2, Chicago.
Chicago.
I was just admiring the deep dish pizza that he took a picture of. Like it looked incredible.
It was good. It wasn't as great as I was hoping it would be, but it was good. Oh, now I know the Bluetooth is off. That's my reasoning. I disconnected from my tablet. Let's see if I can find it now. There it is.
So why did you choose C2E2 over WonderCon?
Oh, first of all, distance. Second of
That's
all,
a good answer.
yeah, that's definitely the one of the answers, but the other one is because the crew is here. Let's see. Why is it not doing the
Who is the crew?
the cover price crew?
Okay.
So that's why. So cover price, we got a couple of panels. There's one today, which is a kids panel, it's like a kids awards, comics for kids awards, which is cool. Maybe we could promote some Cindy and Jeff. And the second one is tomorrow, which is the big one, and that's the Jenny Prison one. So we're hosting a Jenny Prison panel with a nice little giveaway. So that's the reason why I'm wearing my cover price shirt.
So you're just kind of working this con.
Oh, I work every con pretty much.
You know what well, there's some you like. You don't. There's some you work more than others, kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm one of the guys. When I go to a con, there's actually an agenda as far as what I'm doing and things like that. As far as picking up stuff, I don't know about how much stuff I'm actually picking up because I haven't really seen anything that kind of like stands out like that. I know there's a few things here and there that people have already mentioned to me, like, hey, that'd be interesting. But nothing that's kind of like, and the same thing happened last week with MegaCon. I didn't think it had as many exclusives that anybody like went crazy for. I think there was only one, which is the Batman one. That was pretty crazy, but everything else is fine. Nothing, again, no standouts to me. Cool artwork, of course, nothing against the artist, but nothing stands out. Nothing that you have to like break the lines for. You know what I mean?
I'm more curious, how are the lines during your travel versus how are the lines at the con?
So I was at one of the worst airports during this time, and that was JFK. When I got there, my flight was for 9:30, so I got there at 6. And the good news is
cutting it close, huh?
No, well, I wasn't cutting it close because I ended up getting priority check-in. Which definitely speed up the process because the hours time was like 3 hours and stuff like that. But I ended up getting like 1 hour. It took me an hour to get in.
That ain't bad at all.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was like, but at first when you get there, you could see the madness, you know. Yeah. But then once you figure it out, then you're okay. Mm-hmm. So WonderCon's happening this week too, right? I forgot.
Yeah, Rob's at WonderCon this weekend with the family too.
Oh, that's cool.
At least with his wife. I don't know if any of his kids are attending it with them, but him and his wife are going.
That's the silence in the room. Well, it's usually silent when Rob's around anyway, but there was another con. I think it was like a third con going on at the same time. So WonderCon in the West Coast. Out here, I guess this is Midwest now. This is, I don't know why they call it Midwest. It's just mid. Right? That's what I call it.
It's just mid, yeah. You could, if it's Midwest, then it's Mid-East also.
Yeah, but there is no Mid-East. Well.
There is, but nobody acknowledges it, I guess. That's a good point,
Yeah, but think about it. When you said Mid East, what are you actually thinking about?
Well, not middle, mid.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. But now I'm thinking about it. It's like, oh, okay, that's why they don't say Mid
I guess
East.
it'd be Michigan.
Ohio, Ohio, Michigan.
Yeah,
Oh,
that'd be the American Mid East, I guess.
yeah. So I guess so. Midwest, which doesn't make any sense to me, but all right, it's the middle. Like Chicago's smack in the middle, bro.
Yeah,
You know. So
because
so
you
yeah,
have like the Southwest, you have the Southeast. You don't have
yeah.
you have
We
the
got the
Midwest.
Northeast. Where the
Legit, no one ever singles out the Mid East states.
well, no one lives in the middle.
Yeah, it is pretty barren. Yeah,
There's
everyone
some,
likes to. It's the classic live close to water kind of strategy.
yeah, yeah. So there's my breakfast on its way.
What's
So
going on, Rod? We got Rod the Rican in
hey,
here
what's
early
up,
this
bro?
morning
Thank
saying
you so
good
much.
morning. Or he popped in
Yeah.
late last night.
Yeah. So yesterday was cool because when I did arrive, I made a last minute decision of going to the Cubs game, and it was the home opener.
Oh, you actually stayed for the game?
I went to the game. I got there maybe like 2 innings in or something like that. But to be completely honest, bro, I wasn't. Thank you. There wasn't. I wasn't really interested in actually watching the game. I was more
Yeah.
interested in being in Wrigley Field. And like
That's about
now,
how I would be. I'm not invested in baseball teams
yeah,
winning or losing, but yeah, I recognize the importance of the field and the Americana of it all.
which is cool. It was really cool. I got this. There was a taco because apparently they were doing like special. They were doing special meals or food for the week. I didn't know that.
That's very cool.
But because the game started, I was able to get tickets. I was able to get a ticket because I didn't get tickets. I got a ticket for a good price, man. For home opener, you know what I'm saying? Home opener game, it's
I
good
don't
price
even
for a
know what a
ticket.
good or a bad price ticket for a baseball game is. We've got it's what's isn't it called minor leagues, like with your
Yeah.
local teams that kind of feed the bigger teams. Like you go from
Yeah.
if you don't go straight to the MLB from college, you go to the minor leagues and play or whatever.
Mhm. Yeah, I know.
We got a minor league team here.
Is it a double A, single A, triple A?
I don't know. You remember I
Yeah.
threw out the first pitch at one of the games not too long
Yeah.
ago. They
So it's
reached
probably
out. They were having a superhero theme night, and someone who works for the program reached out and asked if I wanted to come and represent my YouTube channel and the comic book stuff and come throw the first pitch out. I thought it was super cool.
That is cool.
I went and did it.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah, being there, like hanging out and stuff, I absolutely get the fun of it. There's definitely more. I mean, I guess it's like most sporting events. I don't do too many. I did security at Talladega one time.
Oh yeah,
and that was super cool because you have the race, which is a big deal, but it's also like an entire.
I'm gonna turn off the camera for a minute. So
yeah, it's like an entire carnival or a fair going on, like on the property as well. Like you have all these vendors and all these companies set up with games and food and all kinds of stuff. So you could go there, spend the entire day, and never ever sit in a seat and look at the race, and you would still have had a blast. So I imagine it's like that a bigger like
one of the things that they had, which I thought was really interesting because New York doesn't have that. And I don't travel parks, was that they had a standing room ticket. But it was weird to me because it's like just stand anywhere in the park, just don't get in the way.
We'll let you in, just don't sit down.
Yeah, and then when people start leaving, or if there's an FCC ticket, they're not enforcing it. So that's pretty much what I ended up doing.
Is you watching Invincible?
I'm still on season 3.
Yeah, I watched up to
I'm
halfway through
behind,
season
man.
2 and fell off. The new episode came out. I've seen a couple of people post about it, but Toad is asking thoughts on episode 4 of this season. Apparently, it was
episode 4, not even close.
Well, this is like the most, like one of the lowest rated episodes of all the seasons for some reason. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know what happened in it.
Yeah, I'm behind on all the shows, so I'm an episode behind Monarch. So I saw last week's episode. I didn't see this past week's episode. I'm gonna.
It came out. Yeah, it only came out less than 12
Yeah.
hours ago. I don't think. I don't know if that's considered
We've
being
all-
behind yet.
Well, I'm still behind because I think did I see last week's episode? No, I don't even
really?
remember. But I'm behind on that. I wasn't able to catch Daredevil because of this whole trip. So, and I'm so excited. I heard one spoiler which pissed me off because I didn't want to hear it.
For Monarch?
For Daredevil.
Oh, Daredevil.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
not
think
a
there's
big
any
spoiler.
spoilers really for episode 1.
There is one. It's not like a death or something like that, but there is one, which makes you go, "Oh, interesting."
I'm
So
assuming it's the way the episode ends.
possibly, that's I don't know where it happened, so I don't.
Does it have
all
to
I
do with
know
a
is it
knife?
happened. I can't tell you that part. It has to do
I've
with
watched
something.
it. I've seen it.
Yeah, so it's somebody helping someone.
Yeah.
That's the one. So that I missed out. I did hear that from somebody else I watched who doesn't ruin spoilers. He did say that the Matt's ex-girlfriend, the psychiatrist, she's actually more interesting in this episode than she's ever been in the entire series.
Yeah, I'll give you that. That was one of the struggle bus components of Daredevil Born Again season 1. The psychiatrist was just
Stupid.
a
She's stupid.
total, terribly written character, inconsistent, dumb, and troublesome to the plot.
Yeah.
It was just I don't know if it was a victim of the writer's room, a victim of the reshoots. It's just an awful character, terribly handled. And in this episode, I don't want to say she's any better, but she's not necessarily any worse.
Well, that's what they said, that
there is.
She's like more interesting now than she's ever been in the whole
one
series.
thing that's interesting about her. She's broken. Like you only see her through like 2 scenes, and one of those 2 scenes or 3 scenes, and one of those scenes kind of like, yo, are you still doing this? She got hey, Mayor Fisk needs your help kind of thing. Like, okie dokie, here I come. Like, yo, for real. But every time she's in a scene, like, she just spaces out and sees the ghost of Muse standing behind somebody that she's talking to, and they're like, "Hey, are you listening? Hello."
So that's how we get Muse back. She. It sounds like she's going to become him.
I don't know. She's just traumatized from the fight with Muse, so she's still like, yo, you're. And see, this is the bad psychiatrist writing thing. Like, you're a psychiatrist. Like, go seek help. You should know to do so, kind of thing.
Yeah. Well,
it's like the worst psychiatrist in the history of fiction.
Well, that's the thing, right? It's like, did you consult with psychiatrists for these types of things, right? Like, how shows do this research, right? Like, we consult with this person that does this, we consult with this person, see what they do this, so they can have the most realistic experience in the TV show that they can, or they just go with it like they used to do in the past.
Yeah, it's just a terribly written character. There's a lot of good stuff with Matt and Karen, though.
That's cool. We got some Foggy flashbacks yet?
Not anything relevant. There's just a moment where you flash back to him dying.
Yeah.
Because something traumatic has happened. So I guess Daredevil's traumatized too. In the midst of a fight, like, he locks up and is thinking about Foggy laying there in that first episode of the last season.
Yeah.
And he gets punched in the head one time, and he's pretty much incapacitated and beaten. Like, the way I'm talking is making it sound like it's worse than it is, I guess. I mean, I thought it was a pretty solid episode. It was a good start to the show. Like, it checked off a lot of the boxes it needed to check off to kind of kick the show off properly, and served up a little bit of everything, a little bit of action, checked in with all of our characters. The plot gets rolling pretty good.
Yeah.
That first season was just awful. Let's see.
Born Again?
Yes.
It had its good moments. I enjoyed part of it.
Yeah, but none of those moments involved character development, plot progression, continuity in the show itself. It would just be a random moment. So if you separate it from the rest of the show and look at it in a vacuum, it's okay.
Well, if you look at that perspective, I get that. But, like, there was what you thought was, and I know you called it, and I know you'll say you called it. There was progression with Fisk until he reverts, and it was like
You're
we
trying to
did this
trigger
whole
me.
thing. It was like this whole thing, only for us to go right back to where we were. But Vanessa's good. I like Vanessa. I always like the Vanessa character.
I know you're doing this until like 11, and that's when their lunchtime is. But do you want to come for part of the second half?
What time does it start?
9.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know, but it's all day.
Oh,
You can come back
all day.
like after their lunch.
So they break, go eat, and go back out there. Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh. I'm gonna play it by ear. I practiced that cop out answer for the last 18 hours now. Since you mentioned it while I'm at work, like, ugh, what's a good response? Oh, I got one. I'm gonna play it by ear.
All right, so
That's the best answer ever. I'm gonna play it by ear. It could be there a little sooner, way later, a little later. It really leaves me completely open to all options while giving you a positive based answer to whoo, off the hook. Are you making your mama jokes now? Your mom's leaving at lunchtime.
She went
If her dogs were kidnapped, bring them there. She'll be there. Real quick. Izzy.
Yo, what's up?
Pressing Doctor 8131 says, which DC figures you planning to get soon? I know you have some collectibles behind you and stuff.
I do, but I don't collect.
In
I
your
don't
comic
collect
room.
action figures like that.
Yeah, and I know, but it made me think, because you're the one here.
Mhm.
What if you had to pick just 1, 2, 3 toys, just a couple toys? Not
There was one. Yes, there was only one I
new
saw.
or old. What toy would you if someone magically just gifted it to you for your birthday one year? What would you like to be surprised with?
Oh,
when you
surprised
open
with?
that?
That's a good question.
What
I guess
toy?
a sideshow collectible or a toy. You talking about toy?
Anything. I mean, hot toys are toys. Statues are toys. They're I would say I'd be more curious. Do you have any toys that really just man, I would love to own that again, or I would love to own that I never owned it, or
I guess you could say
the new absolute Batman hot toy coming. That'd be cool. Whatever.
Yeah, that would be cool. The only thing I could say is for nostalgic purposes will probably be the He-Man Smash Battle Smash chest plate.
Oh, the one that flips around.
Yeah,
dude, that's incredible. Yeah, I had one
used
of those.
To have those. I had that. I had a He-Man and I had a Skeletor. I loved it too because it was updated. So I don't know if you remember back in the day when toys would as the time progressed, they just decided to just update the look of the character a little bit,
same
little
toy,
things
just
here
little
and
improvements.
yeah, just little things here and there, and from the symbols are slightly different and things like that. So I was always a big fan of that one because I had it and I used to play it all the time. And I remember, you know me, I was growing up in church. There was this big scare about He-Man toys at one time. And it freaked me out because here I am an 8-year-old kid and I'm just getting freaked out by this. Oh my God, this kid had this dream that he saw all the action figures come to life and they were trying to eat them up and stuff like that. And it freaked me out. So I literally took all the toys and I just gave them away for some other kid to get freaked out by. And then afterwards, within a couple weeks later, I totally regretted doing that decision because I was like, what am I doing? And my mom was like, you wanted to give it to him. And because my mom she was against me giving them away, but I got so freaked out by it that it was no. So that's cool. The LGN's wrestling buddies. Remember the wrestling figures?
Yeah. I still have.
They recently came back. They actually recently came back.
I still have my old Hulk Hogan one. Well, technically, it was my brother's, and they even made Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pillow buddies at the same time. I still have my Michelangelo. I have my Michelangelo. I don't know where my brother's Leonardo went, and I have my brother's Hulk Hogan. I don't know where my Big Boss Man went. So I had Big Boss Man, and my brother had Hulk Hogan, and those things were awesome.
They were fun because they used to bounce off each other. So you use them and you use them, bounce them.
We would legit put you know, like all the comforters and pillows out on the floor, and we would use the back of the couch like the top rope, and it was awesome.
Yeah, it was cool. Those were cool. They were bouncy. They're durable. You know, after a while they start, you know, chipping away. I guess. But they were fun. I took my Hulk Hogan and I turned him into Hollywood Hogan.
Yeah, they
So
made Hollywood Hulk Hogan in the I call it the newer years, but it's
yeah,
definitely old now. But you know what I mean? There during the
hmm
Hollywood Hogan era. But
yeah,
unfortunately, like when they did those wrestling buddies,
yeah,
they were a little bit smaller than the
yeah,
original WWF ones, and they
yeah. They
just
were
weren't
more like
really.
action figures than Stretch
Yeah,
Armstrong type of thing.
they're not big as big as the wrestling buddies were, and the wrestling buddies weren't that big. When you go back and look at them, they're like this, but it's still
Yeah.
I don't know because I wanted to go back and get a Sting one.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
just like it's from the WCW era where their logo was the W and the super tall C and the W.
That was the worst logo ever.
Yeah, it was toward the last hurrah of the WCW era.
The Russo era.
Yeah, the full stop Russo era.
Yeah, that I remember. So I don't remember when the logo changed because I kind of, if you
I think it was like
recall,
2001 or 2.
yeah, but when it changed, WCW was at like an all-time low. So they figured let's do this logo thing, kind of like show that we're different and new, which was a big mistake anyway. And I remember I wasn't watching, so one day when I went back to WCW just to watch it, just for the hell of it, because why not? I saw the new logo and I was like, this is weird. But then everything, like I don't know if you recall during that late '90s era, everybody was wearing vinyl black or red or something like that, and
Wearing what?
everybody vinyl like shiny leather, which like everybody was wearing shiny leather at that time, and it was just weird to me. Like it was a big S&M match all everywhere. With all that stuff.
Especially if they were in the NWO. It seemed like it was mandatory. But I just was thinking about
for everybody, man.
How shiny Kevin Nash's pants were.
Yeah,
they were so shiny.
They were shiny, but they were like they were vinyl, so they were plasticky looking too.
Yeah.
And I'm
surprisingly,
like,
I can't remember any of their pants ripping.
They were all baggy. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Like Rey Mysterio.
Oh man, Rey Mysterio was something else.
He had the horns because remember they took his mask off, so he would walk around with the horns, like he was like a little demon or something like that. But then his pants were like pouch pants and stuff. That was cool. And so they either had all leather, or they were all grungy, with like because they were all with Raven losing all the time. I remember they had the flannel shirts, the shorts, the ripped shorts, wearing wrestling boots. It was a weird time.
It was.
It was definitely weird, but apparently that's where we got AJ Styles from. So AJ Styles was at that. He was at the end of WCW, and people forget about that.
I didn't know that. I didn't.
Yeah.
I had checked out like really close to the end. It was like knowing it was leaving was kind of heartbreaking.
Yeah, I was watching I would say I was watching the last 3 weeks before they shut the doors, because Eric Bischoff did come back, and he was in discussions of trying to actually buy WCW. So he was working on getting it. So they were constantly talking about getting investors, and he was really close to doing it. And then that's when Vince just swooped right in and bought it.
He definitely had the money to pull it off.
At that time, definitely. I don't know.
Is everybody still upset with the booking and stuff at WWE right now? Because I've noticed like a trend. Yeah, I remember maybe it was like 2 years ago, everyone was praising Triple H and saying like he's saving WWE, and when Vince was rolling out, they're like he's the second coming of Christ with how good he's doing at WWE. And then fast forward the smallest amount of time, and everyone hates Triple H at WWE all of a sudden.
Yeah, right now he's not getting a lot of love because the booking has been weird, especially with like guys like Gunther. Like you get this guy, he retires Cena, he retires AJ Styles, he retires Goldberg. He was supposed to have a match with Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio gets injured, but you got nothing for this guy for WrestleMania.
Right for after you drop the kids off.
You know, so
I dropped the kids off. I'm pretty much.
that's a problem.
They're going to Pop-Offs tonight.
You don't have to go right back.
They're going to
You
Pop-Offs.
said it's all day long. Remember?
They're going to Pop-Offs.
I heard you say that. That's the third time you said that. Awesome. Is he picking them up from school?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, that's great. Time you work today?
I don't.
Oh, cool.
You can only-
Izzy, you got somewhere to sit? Because apparently it doesn't seem loud to me.
I got headsets on and it's still that loud.
Well, they say the people in the chat hear it differently than I can hear it, but it doesn't seem loud to me at all. And I don't have any.
Yeah, I wish I could control that, but once I leave this room, then I can control it. But I'm having my breakfast. That's
Oh, you're fine.
You're getting
Dude,
some.
I don't care about the monetization on this stream. It doesn't bother me a bit. I was just I just don't know how loud it was for the chat. To me, like I can hear the hint of music every now and then when we get quiet, but that ain't enough to cause any issue.
Could probably lower it a little bit. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's why you're getting the wrong microphone.
Becker says, "Hey, Kyle."
Hey, what's up? What's up, Becker?
Hold on, she's coming.
Hey. Wait, let me turn on the camera. Say, hey. Oh, she just walked. Hey. There you go.
Oh, fun.
Mm-hmm.
Is it so cold?
It's cold today. Yesterday was warm, but then it started raining and it got cold.
Oh,
so
that's like, what's in here.
It's 40 right now. So 40 is like
that's nice.
That's not nice.
40 at 8 in the morning. Was it 7 in the morning where you're at?
It's 7 in the morning over here.
Yeah, 40 at 7 in the morning is nice. That means you're about to have a 65 day at least.
I had a lady from Australia call me to make. Sorry.
No, I was told it was 40 all day. But
were you told? The temperature never stays the same temperature all day.
Well, leveled at 40.
Here we.
Yeah.
I have to wear like shorts with no underwear and a jacket some days just to balance out the hot and cold we experience.
He's just letting it all out there, right there.
I got to. That's the only way. We get desert weather here. I'm sitting here with our back door open in shorts and barefooted.
I mean,
it's like my daughter. My daughter's always hot.
Like I am always
hot. Girl, it's like she's like you in that way. It's like it's 40 degrees outside and she's walking around with sandals. I'm like,
so you ready for this? Our low for today is 57. Guess what our high is? Guess what it's getting up to?
82.
88.
Ah, close.
Low in the we're starting the day off. We're starting March 27th off in the 50s, and we're ending with the heat index, it'll be in the 90s.
That's why I don't do this house. That guy don't work the heat.
Oh, dude,
that guy don't like heat.
This ain't the heat. Yeah, this is our springtime. But God, that's how this time of the year, like it's desert weather. You have to leave the house prepared for the heat, not prepared for the cold. You wear a jacket out the door and you carry a jacket home.
Well, that's the thing. I saw that it was 40, so I got my jacket. I don't want to really wear my jacket. I just want to wear my sweater. And I'm like, last night I was kind of cold and it was raining too. But when we get to the pizza spot, it was cool. It was a deep dish. It wasn't what I expected, but the guy there said this is not the best. This is just the most convenient. You know what I mean? It's still a good. It was still a good restaurant, but it was like the most convenient. Which I was like, okay.
Y'all don't have like the equivalent of the Weston breakfast wherever you're at?
No, they have a brunch, but they gave us a voucher card. So I don't get to pay.
You and your freebies. I love
it. Hey.
You can sniff out a deal like an old truffle pig. I like it.
You know, and you can make a deal. So we got something going on here, right?
Yeah.
No, I didn't even expect that. So when I went to the front desk, they say, "Oh yeah, we're going to give you a $15." No, it's actually a $16 voucher for the restaurant, and I get one every day. So
that's not bad. That must be an expensive restaurant. That's to cover more than one meal. Or is that just for one meal?
No, that's to cover part of a meal. You know what I mean? A portion of the meal, like. I would say to cover 80% of the meal.
That's
Because the breakfast I got here is like about $18, and then I got the tea. So we're talking about maybe $20, and then $16, $4. I'll take it. $4 or
that's
$5.
expensive.
Yeah, but it's a hotel, hotel restaurant.
I think the Weston
Yeah.
breakfast is 30, and the breakfast buffet there is 30.
That's good, and it's pretty good breakfast too.
Yeah, it's not bad at all, especially when like you get a good breakfast and you don't. I mean, really, like I don't eat but one meal a day typically. So when I'm at Heroes, I'm eating breakfast and then going out and eating dinner. So I'm getting more than enough food.
Mm.
So I don't mind that $30.
I try not to eat as much when I'm in the con anyway, so get my workout. But then I don't want to have to feel like I have to go to the restroom or anything like that. So I'll keep myself hydrated by drinking most of the time, and then non-alcoholic beverages. Before people start saying, "Yo, dude, you're drinking in the morning," it's like, yeah, some people do, but not me.
$30 breakfast, damn rich. It's hotel prices, man.
Yeah,
but
it's hotel.
They got it. It's one of those everything kind of breakfasts.
It's $50 in New York.
They fancy themselves like a nicer establishment. It isn't like a 5-star establishment, but they do fancy themselves a nicer establishment. But they got all the fancy stuff there, including like all the fresh fruit and all that kind of stuff, and not just like apples and oranges in a basket, but like they got cooks working nonstop, preparing fresh food and cutting fruits and omelets and making fresh smoothies and stuff. And it's nicer than an average hotel breakfast for sure. And the prices are inflated because it's in a hotel.
So I have a question for you. Did you catch Project Hail Mary yet?
Yeah, dude. I remember I went and saw it the day it released.
How do you like it?
I enjoyed it. I gave it a solid 8. I think that it's getting like a lot of artificial glazing online, like a definitely artificial push. I think it's a solid movie. It's a good movie. It hit a point after I enjoyed the movie really good, and I was excited to recommend it. And then it hit this point where the internet is praising it, and people are saying that it's comparable to Interstellar or better than Interstellar. And then I'm like, all right, I guess I got to be the guy to push back.
I told you.
It's not.
I told you what happened, right?
Yeah.
So
you had to leave 20 minutes in.
Yeah. 10, 15 minutes in, I had to leave the movie. And I haven't had a chance because of this trip. I hadn't had a chance to go back to see it. I would have gone to see it tomorrow, but then my wife would have been pissed on me because she wanted to see it. She wants to see it, so I'm like, okay,
It's really mellow. Like overall,
it
is a very, very mellow movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's really chill. Like the scenes that you see of spacey kind of stuff are all from one of 2 scenes in the movie. Like he's in the space station or spaceship a good bit of the movie, but as far as him like in a suit and you're seeing like these cool visuals and these colorful that's only one scene, and then like a 3-second shot one other time in the movie. Like there's really not a lot of that.
So from what you saw, do you think Ryan Gosling's performance is top notch for that movie? Because there's moments he has to be like playing on himself.
Yeah, he put in the work for this. I honestly think his performance is going to be it's going to be a recognized performance come award season for sure.
Yeah, and that's depending on what follows, right? Because it's pretty early to.
I don't know, man. I think that because of the budget, because of who's behind it, it might be a guarantee. You gotta look at it with the politics too, right?
Yeah,
you're going to see art house movies that 50% of their budget is going to be what they set aside for campaigning and award season. This is an Amazon original. They've got their award season campaign budget ready to go. So I think this movie is a shoe-in. I don't see it being like
it's definitely.
I can't believe it was so snuffed.
It's definitely going to be a big picture contender. I don't know. Again, depending on what comes out afterwards, it's going to get nominated because
outside of the art house stuff, I think the only thing comparable is Dune 3 comes out like when it.
Yeah, Dune 3. but again, it's like what? So Denny Villeneuve is gonna adapt Doom Messiah, but he's supposed to adapt. He's
I
actually
think it's like
adapting Children
blending
too,
Children of Dune
and Doom
with
Messiah.
Doom Messiah, if I'm not
But
mistaken.
but he's reverting. He's not going all in this time because most
No, we're
people
not
don't
getting God
like.
Emperor Doom. We're not getting
Yeah, most
Atreides
people.
Worm.
Mhm. So that you got that, and he got a. Did he get nominated? I don't think he got nominated for Doom
I
2,
think
even
that
though
Dune got highly snuffed at the Oscars,
yeah,
especially for part
it definitely
two,
got
because
snubbed.
they said something about like some kind of asterisk where it's a second part of the same movie.
So what?
Yeah, I feel the same way, but they said something to kind of
It's
use an
they do that.
excuse on it.
Sequels got nominated. Godfather Part 2 won the Best Picture for being
Yeah, but I
Godfather
think
Part
they
2.
tried to pull like some kind of weird thing where they said it wasn't a sequel, it was a second part of the same movie, kind of like what they did with Wicked, where they're like, it's
Yeah.
not, it's another movie, but it's not a sequel, it's the second
Yeah.
half of the same movie. I don't know. They said something goofy.
Yeah.
Sledge says, I guess one day I'll have to make myself watch Interstellar. Dude, in a world filled with slop entertainment, you have gyms like Interstellar
Oh,
that exist.
did you hear what happened? Did you hear the talk about slop? Did you hear what happened to Sora?
No,
They
With
closed
what?
it down. Sora,
Oh,
the
the
AI.
AI.
They shut it down.
I never even knew the name Sora AI until they shut it down.
Yeah, so because of all the lawsuits.
Who is what are some of the AIs under Sora? Like which ones is that? What is that? Because is that like
I don't know, but the
is that the
Sora
parent
is
company?
so no, I don't think. I think Sora is just the name. I don't know exactly who's the parent company, but Sora is the actual program. So Sora is the program for video, and what's been happening is that they've been getting sued left and right for likeness issues. I'm done. Yeah. So that was the situation with that.
I mean, who uses Sora is what I'm saying. It's developed by OpenAI, the company behind
Yeah,
ChatGPT, Dolly,
yeah.
etc.
I don't know. You like the public. It's open to the public. It was open to the public. So pretty much anybody who just pays a certain dollar amount will get Sora. I don't know.
Reasons
I think
aren't fully detailed. Looks like it's a standalone app. There's just too many of them right now.
yeah, but it was that's the big one.
The generic reasons
Yeah.
that are out there right now are extremely high inference, the running costs with low revenue, concerns about deep fakes, copyrights, and Hollywood impact and related Disney partnership investment was also canceled.
Yeah, because they canceled.
As part of the suit.
So
I mean, there's too many like of them that are kind of pulling ahead of the pack.
yeah, but whenever one falls, another one follows, right? Another one follows.
No, thank you,
behind it, take its place.
He says Sora was ChatGPT's video generator.
Yeah,
there you go.
So when one falls, there'll be another one to take its place. So
I don't even think there has to be one to take its place because they're just already there. It looks like the ones that didn't make the cut are going to be falling first, right?
Well, it's the same thing like with social media, right? We back in the day, I think what started for us, most of the people was like MySpace, and then they moved to Facebook, and then they moved to Instagram, and then some people moved to Facebook. You know what I mean? All that stuff. Thank you.
Yeah, they're in the competition mode.
Yeah.
I wonder what the conspiracies on it are. That's what I'd be more interested to see. What
people don't want to use their likeness. That's what that is.
There it is.
You know,
further consideration. What a Sora app. To everyone who created with Sora, shared it, and built community around it, thank you. What you made with Sora mattered. No, it didn't. And we know this news is disappointing. We'll share more soon, including timelines for the app and API and details on preserving your work. The Sora team.
We're sorry for your loss. All right. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
looking at some of these video clips that people are sharing under the Sora post. They are hilarious.
So I'm gonna head out. If I get a chance, if you're still on, I'll pop in. But it sounds to me like you might bounce early today, unless people start jumping in.
No, I don't know. I'm gonna hang out and shoot the breeze. Where I definitely appreciate you hopping on. It's never. I mean, I'm fine streaming solo like on Tuesdays where I already have like a, but I don't.
You got an agenda items.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of it's early. You know, it's typically me, Rob, and you are typically the first three, and then Madam pops in.
Madam
But
pops in, and then someone like Tate Prime or
it takes a little while
Drew.
for people to get up and get moving. But I sent the link out to a handful of people, but it takes a while for people to get rocking and rolling.
So I'll probably do some stuff from the show. So I'll see you guys later.
You ain't got any major hit lists for the show today, other than the panels?
Not really. I'm gonna see Brett Bean. That's someone I want to see, the creator of Dork. So I actually have something for him.
Did you say the creator of Thor?
No, Dork.
Dork. Oh.
Yeah, the creator of Thor has been dead for a very long time.
That's why I was like, pause.
How old is Norse mythology actually?
Yeah, he's been. They've been gone for a while.
They've been gone for quite some time. So yeah, no, not that guy. So the guy who created Dork, Brett Bean. So I got to see him.
Is that still popping off? That whole
out
thing?
of all the books, that's the one that's still up there. It's the first is usually the one that stays, right? The other ones kind of like fall off too. So the White Sky, Narcos, stuff like that. Just the people that care. Aw, hello. All right, man. I'll talk to you then.
All right, homie.
See you guys.
Let's see. Jeremy says, I loved Interstellar, had me bawling like a baby. Dude, it's amazing. I'm trying to think if there's a better like movie in its genre. I don't think that there is. Started multiple times, never made it all the way through. That's wild. I think that like one of the strong, it's not an action movie. There's action in it, but it's a full-on character breakdown. It's got a great story to it. Like, I don't know, man. Some of the scenes in it are just amazing. I can't imagine not being able to make it through unless there was a scenario where I started that movie with a lot of stuff going on.
Monkey just said, my water bottle fits in my cup holder. And I said, you mean your cup holder? And she goes, what? And I was like, yeah, your cup holder, because that's what she's always called it.
Oh,
today she said holder.
I never heard her say cup holder.
Yeah, that's what she called it.
I've never heard that
until today.
Yeah, if it was one of those situations where I was trying to like multitask watch something, I would immediately cut it off because I feel like I'm missing too much. But that movie had me like locked in early on. I'm excited for more Christopher Nolan. We have the Odyssey this summer. I think that's going to be insane. The Odyssey looks incredible. And I was getting a little bit of pushback because people are like, "Oh, that armor doesn't look right." Like, so I don't like this casting. I kind of trust Christopher Nolan's casting. We'll see what happens. But I'm excited because knowing Christopher Nolan, he probably searched for years to discover a real life Cyclops, and then he had to train it to get it to act in his movie. I think that's going to be awesome. Yeah, Interstellar's a great movie. I absolutely agree. So how about Miller World? I'm hooked. Thanks for the recommendation. I agree. What was the comment you made earlier? Miller World is better than Invincible. I don't think I'm like the perfect judge of that comment. I mean, I've read all of the Miller World, every bit of it, except for his newest thing. What is it? Unconquered, something like that. And I haven't read Psychic Sam yet. Both of those come out within like the last 6 months. But as far as Invincible goes, I think I'm only on like issue 8 or 9. Daymare sent me volume 1 of the compendium because I mentioned I'd never read it, and the show just doesn't really draw me in. I said I'm more prone to read the comics before I go back and dive into the show or something like that.
What's up, buddy? I never read Invincible either.
Yeah, I don't like. I was fully aware of it. It was coming out when I worked at the LCS, even. But are you up to date on the TV show at least?
No, I watched season 1. I liked it, and then just kind of just fell by the wayside, and I haven't gotten back to it.
Dude, I'm hearing that a lot. Like that's where I'm at. I watched season 1. I liked it. Like I get why it like blew so many people away, because I think it's because there's violence. Cool.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
he held him in
it's-
front of a
It's
train.
new
I'm like,
for a
yeah, I saw
cartoon.
that.
It's not, but you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
What is it?
It's new for a cartoon. It's not, but
It's
you know.
not. No,
I
Fist of the
already
North
knew.
Star has
Like,
been
you know,
around for
a
a
lot
long
of the
time.
beats have been spoiled for me. Like, I know Omni-Man's not a bad guy at the end. You know, like 'cause,
I didn't know that.
yeah, well, whoops. Sorry.
I guess it was one of those subjective things. Like he's really trying to help you. Some of y'all got to go though.
Yeah, he's Thanos.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thanos was right. We all know that.
Yeah, I mean, logically, yes. Morally, no. So you gotta. What side of the fence you gonna fall on? You know.
Okay.
And at that point, isn't it moral for the ones that remain? Like,
Well, they
it
didn't
gets
have a
real
choice. They
subjective.
didn't have a choice in the matter, so you know they're
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
And if they never knew they existed, did he hurt anybody?
Yeah.
But yeah, I watched. I think the first two. I think 3 episodes of season 2, and just didn't go back to it. I missed.
Yeah,
the little
I think I made it.
Adam Eve special, and then I'm like, dude, I'm too far behind.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I watched like the first episode of season 2, and it just was like, all right. So
That's how I feel. I don't like the animation in it. Like it has that weird feel where it moves like this.
yeah,
I'm like, this is kind of rough.
I don't mind the animation. It seems kind of true to the artwork in the comics a bit, but which not necessarily my favorite style, but
I hated the Odyssey book. Who didn't? Just knowing the story is better than having to read the book.
Sledge, did you also hate Arrival too? Do you have like shit taste and everything? Kidding.
Oh my god, dude, Arrival's ridiculously good.
Yeah.
I get bored and find something better. I don't know if better would be the proper word there, because some of the like Arrival, Interstellar, it's not Independence Day. They're not meant to be that, you know. They're going more in depth on the idea side.
Yeah, like they have a really deep idea and like they explore it as full as they can in a movie. So
you know what a great comparison is for Interstellar, and it's another Nolan movie, but Inception, because there are some really impressive action scenes that they use practical sets, but the vast majority of that movie is not action.
Oh yeah. One of my favorite, technically sci-fi movies of all time is Gattaca, and that's not an action movie at all either.
Jude Law?
Jude Law and Ethan Hawke, where like Ethan Hawke fakes his way into like elite like society with perfect genetics and stuff. And
there's a guy trying to do that in real life right now. I forget the dude's name.
Oh, there's some dude. Yeah, there's some wacky dude that's like, I'm gonna live forever through biohacking and stuff. But
yeah. So he's attempting to, because he's got all this money, he's like, I'm gonna attempt to just see what I can do, like with a perfect diet, perfect fitness, and I'm gonna share all this data open source with the world. So hopefully, to see how long I live, and by the time I die, y'all will be able to use this data to see what worked and didn't work to better society.
He'll probably get hit by a bus tomorrow.
Yeah. It's gonna be some unfortunate thing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Anybody that thinks they can plan their way through life is fooling themselves. Like,
yeah, I mean, you can try, but what's the old saying? If you want to make God laugh, just tell him your plans.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. We got the immortal Biggie Mac. Legion, you should be enjoying a McMuffin this early for your weekly DC fanboy show. I would need the DC McMuffin, but yeah, I don't really do breakfast, Biggie Mac, unless it's at Heroes Con.
You don't get a $30 DoorDash like Mr. Links every week?
No. No, I don't know what it is. Like, I've never been a big breakfast guy to begin with. I'd wake up like even when I was little, I'd wake up, you know, parents try to give you breakfast before school, and I'd never have an appetite. It'd be like the opposite of an appetite. I never understood how people could wake up and eat. I have to get moving and get going for the day.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, it's one of my favorite meals to go out for.
Dude, I love eating breakfast for dinner. Like I love the food, but it was just the timing kind of thing. Biggie Mac, did you get a chance to read the Superman Spider-Man one? We made a deal. We bet it. I think this is the same. Change his handle, I think, but I think this is the same Immortal Biggie Shack. We made a wager. We're betting a 10-piece nugget meal.
Nice.
Which one will be better? Because we have DC putting out the Superman Spider-Man one shot, and then next month Marvel will put out the Spider-Man Superman.
Oh, Jesus.
So I think that he assigned me to the DC side and he's taking the Marvel side. But we have a 10-piece chicken McNugget on the line. And now that the DC one released, I was a hater because the Batman, Deadpool, Batman, it was fun, but there was no quality involved in any of it except for that little Wonder Woman Cap story.
I have not read it. I picked it up.
It's actually surprising. Is that Adam Hughes?
Yeah,
that's a good cover. It's kind of surprised me. I think that they kind of took notes after the last one, and they delivered a really impressive. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, it's fun, but it's actually got kind of meaningful stories, and it's going to surprise you. Like, wait a minute,
I'll check it
You're
out.
telling good stories in here?
It was a light week for me. I picked up like 2 books. Like I got the 6 discs. Haven't read.
Yeah, Kyle Rayner back, dude. What and dude, see, that's the understanding the assignment thing. Jim Shooter is smiling in the afterlife when he read that. He's like, "Thank you for keeping the new readers in mind," because you get like the callback to Kyle Rayner's origin, to Hal's origin, but they do set up and aim you forward because it's like the jump on point.
Yeah, I have not checked that. I haven't had a chance to read anything yet. I got this, so I'm going to be rich. It's the new Odin Ash can, whatever.
What is that?
It's the next tiny in book, like whatever. My LCS guy was like, "You want it?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay." So,
Odin.
Yeah, I have no idea. The art looks all right. It's black and white. Who's the art on it? Runichi or Bennett? I don't even know.
It's not Joe Bennett. I know that.
It kind of reminds me of the guy doing Absolute Batman, just in the sketchiness, or Capucho on Marvel.
Dakota.
Yeah.
There you go. Arrival was okay, but I'll never watch it again. That's fair. I mean, it's one of those ones like once you get the story, you got it kind of thing.
I didn't even realize it's a flip sketchbook, so I'm twice as rich.
Oh, there you go. Just doubled your money instantly.
Yeah. You can unembiggen me. I got nothing else.
This was kind of a big week for me. I got the Absolute Wonder Woman, the Punisher came out, but the new issue of Superman came out, where Superboy Prime is front running now post DCKO, and I've been excited for that. And dude, it delivered, I think, one of the best single issues of comics of the year. Like the big two have the problem when they make so many different versions of Superman or Batman or Flash, where there's no way that you can keep all of them in the spotlight. And then some of them, like, they don't know what to do with Tim Drake, or they don't know what to do with John Kent. They don't know what to do with Barry Allen because they're writing Wally front running, and vice versa. They've had that problem with John Kent for years now, trying to figure out what to do with him, trying to give him a push, trying to figure out this or that. And then they bring Superboy Prime back earlier in the year at the beginning of the KO stuff. And not only do they bring him back, they give him the flagship title. And in a single issue, they roll him out. They give him some challenges as Superboy Prime. They give him an alias. They give him a job. They give him a place where he lives. They give him a daily motive. And they do it all effortlessly while building it all off of his actual origin.
That's a lot to pack in.
And it wasn't overpacked at all. It wasn't crammed one bit. Williamson, it makes.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
So like the way, like it's really subtle, but like masterfully done, right? So he's been in the book for a little while now. So some of the introduction that's already taken care of. So it starts with them on the watchtower and everybody nervous because it's Superboy Prime and Superman's not here to speak on his behalf. Like we need that failsafe of Superman being here. This is dangerous, and nobody trusts him because of his history. and he's legitimately like trying to turn a new leaf. You know, he had a mental breakdown, which caused the psychotic episode stuff for those that. But Lois speaks up on his behalf, and he goes to Metropolis where he's like, I'm gonna fill in for Superman while he's gone. And she's like, well, you need a job. He's like, I'll just be Superman. She's like, no, you don't understand. Superman would want you to have a job to take responsibility because it isn't just being in the cape, X, Y, or Z. And it cuts to a comic shop where this comic shop owner is arguing with his employee that he needs to go organize the books in the back. And he's complaining about how long that'll take, this and that. And Prime walks in wearing a Legion of Superhero shirt. He's like, I'll do it. I love organizing books. And they're like, who are you? He's like, oh, I'm CK. I'm like, brilliant. Because that was Jimmy's nickname for Clark.
Oh, yeah.
Lois and Clark.
Nice.
I'm like, oh my God, that's brilliant. And he ends up getting the job at the comic shop, which is brilliant because his whole origin is he's from a planet. He's from our planet where superheroes are just comic books that you read.
Yeah.
But because of Crisis, you know, back in the 80s, he's like the only person from that entire planet to have gotten powers or become anything. So giving him the job at the comic shop calls back to his origin. Calling him CK calls back to Lois and Clark. And it's little stuff like that. It's absolutely crazy how brilliant it was done. And he's still a psychopath.
Sure.
Unwilling psychopath. He's trying to get over it.
Does he see Muse whenever he closes his eyes? Kidding.
Worse, he sees himself.
Yeah,
dude.
that's
Like he's sitting there trying to save the day, and he downs a villain. Next thing you know, the guy's like, okay, I give up. He goes, not in my city, and rips the dude's head off. And then because it's kind of meta, because, you know, like his whole thing, he's been able to punch through the fabric of reality. Like that's how he came back and brought back the people in Infinite Crisis in 2006. That's how Red Hood came back from the dead, was Superboy Prime, another part of the multiverse, breaking through the fabric of reality. But so he rips dude's head off, and then you get a panel of just black and white pencil sketch of him looking back saying, what did I just do? And you turn the page and he goes back and he stops himself. So it's really meta on that. It's super fun.
I'll read it. I don't know if I'll continue on it. It's just, yeah.
Dude, worth checking out this issue. It is, they're really taking full advantage of the medium. It's all love for the characters, so much lore. It's really good.
Every book you see in Nick's room is for sale.
All of them. Literally. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this shirt. Look at this shirt.
Hell yeah, the old school.
So, oh, you got rid of that whole spot. That's weird. You're muted, buddy.
Books I didn't really want. I mean,
that's what you're supposed to do when they don't make you happy no more, and the money does. Do you have any of them you want to show off to the chat? See if anybody wants them.
Nice.
No, they're all in boxes right now, honestly. I posted everything on Instagram, so.
Did you already get a bunch of them sold?
Actually, I got a few of them sold.
I agree with this, Sledge. I absolutely agree that District 9 and Elysium, and I would even put Chappie on there.
Chippy? I fucking hated Chappie.
Oh, dude, I love it. See, here's a weird thing. I was fully aware of the Antwerp before Chappie, the South Australian like rapcore band that played Mommy and Daddy in that.
Yeah.
Which, like, that was such a niche thing, and because the director is South African, he always puts so much of that lore, and it's where all of his movies take place. But and there's just something about it. Sharto Copley is like one of the most hidden gems of an actor, and he played Chappie, he played Vilkas in District 9, he played Kruger in Elysium.
Chappie was just such a letdown for me, because it just, the characters annoyed the shit out of me, and it felt like a rehash plot. But
I just watched District 9 too.
District 9 is incredible, dude.
They're doing a sequel to it, right?
Yeah, one day we'll get it. One day.
Yeah.
Who's it? Neil Blomkamp is the name of the director.
Yeah.
He paused for the cause because he's like, I've looked into his whole career trajectory, and it was one of those lightning strikes twice kind of things is the way he was received. District 9 was gangbusters, and he didn't get the same reception for Elysium or Chappie. It was too ambitious and didn't come together like District 9 did on the story level. So he went back to more formulaic, like just directing other people's movies. And I think most recently he did Gran Turismo. There was like actually that successful one that came out like maybe a year or two ago. So he hasn't done a lot, but after he did Chappie, he stepped into this indie world of kind of like self-publishing, but for movies, for short films and stuff. And then he came back and did Gran Turismo to get some momentum going. So I think that's him on his journey to District 10, I'm hoping.
I'll play. I never saw Gran Turismo.
I haven't watched it either because I love the director, but I don't like. Are there going to be aliens driving the car at some point? Is there some kind of social messaging story behind it, like in Elysium, like the haves and have-nots? What are we doing? Are we questioning what it means to be alive, like you did in Chappie? If Chappie came out today, it would be way more relevant than when it came out. Consciousness moving into robots, artificial intelligence, stuff like that.
My old brain couldn't figure out if it was the Clint Eastwood movie or the video game remake.
Which one?
That's
Gran
Torino,
Torino. Gran Torino was the...
Oh, Gran Torino, yeah. I can't believe Clint Eastwood, man. He's still with us. That guy. Whenever I see him, his pants get 3 inches higher. Of his I think the pants are the same size, just with old age, you get shorter. He's just sinking into his britches.
Yeah, he's mid-90s now, right?
Gotta
He's
be.
been in his 90s for a while, if I remember.
About 30 years.
Yeah, impressive director. He filmed some of the scenes for the movie. I think it was called Mule. The Mule.
Yeah,
Here
where
in
he's
Augusta.
the world's oldest drug mule.
Yeah.
95. About to be 96 next month.
Wow. Yeah, Gran Turismo is a good movie.
And he does
Kyle
everything
just
in one
came in the
take.
house. She just walked by. Yeah, it is.
He does most of his movies in like one take too. He doesn't do like reshoots or anything.
Yeah, there's a picture of him recently, though.
Then you have the polar opposite of that. What was it? Stanley Kubrick, who is notorious for doing like 100 takes.
Yeah.
Is it warm? Is it all creamer? Let me see it. No, thank you. I'll just get a glass of milk.
There's like some
Yeah.
there's like some Matt Damon story where he's talking about
a spoonful of coffee.
No, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it.
and he asked Clint for like a second take, and he's like, "That's fine if you want to waste everybody's time."
That's so sweet.
Because it is so much. It's like a spoonful, like a heaping spoonful, and then a creamer.
Yeah,
You didn't put water in it, huh? It's just
It's half water.
a shot of coffee and all creamer. Oof.
right. His son was in Mission Impossible, wasn't he?
Who's?
Clint Eastwood.
What, Scott Eastwood?
Yeah.
I don't know. I know that Scott Eastwood was in the first Suicide Squad film.
Okay.
He was part of the military team that went into the city. At the end, when Diablo is holding the other deity, Enchantress's brother, and that guy blows the bomb under him to take him out, that was Scott Eastwood who triggered the bomb. Military team that went into the city. All right, I'm glad that Madam's here. I set out a goal for us as a community. First off, good morning, Steph.
Good morning, Mark. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Sorry, I'm so late.
No, you're fine. You're fine. First off, I want to say congratulations. For those that don't know, Steph is big into cosplaying. Obviously, we all know she's an artist. She does sculpting and stuff like that. She draws naked women on old boats or whatever artists do.
That's exactly it.
That's it. Yeah, that's all they do. And then she also does her cosplay stuff, but this isn't the first time, but the most recently she's been able to do a photo shoot and cosplay as Joan of Arc and was featured on the cover of an indie comic that just went up for pre-sale, or it's fan funding with indie comics, Kickstarter, Indiegogo, support by comic. There's all these different fan funding sites for them. But this past Wednesday, they opened up the website to start raising the funds for it. So what is called to kickstart it. We'll use common language.
Yeah.
And I tuned in because the writer of the book is somebody who frequents the channel, who I've met in person, who came down to Augusta to Free Comic Book Day. His name's Billy. He goes by Billy Power Max.
Power Max. Yeah.
And Steph was able to grace the cover of the B cover. So it has the A cover. The book is called Last Days of the Bad Moon. And they have this whole formula where they have a YouTube channel, they have their own website, and they have their own community over there. But I noticed that there was like damn near 40 to 50 people in the live chat for this book kickoff. And the whole time I was listening and watching, I was sitting here, I was in and out playing with the kids in the yard, making them dinner, getting them ready for bed, all this and that. And I noticed that there's only 2 backers. It only costs $12 to back this book. $12 to get a physical copy because they intentionally keep it as affordable as possible. In this entire community of people who because it's this one website that they back multiple creator projects from. They have this built-in audience, but nobody backs the book. There's like nobody supporting it. And it kind of blew my mind. I would think with 45 people watching, you're guaranteed to get 15, 20 people that are part of your community to back it and everything. So our goal for today as a supportive community of people that love our homies, that want to check out somebody's book, they want to read something, is to beat that stream. Shouldn't be hard.
So sweet, Mark.
What?
You're so sweet.
No, I'm not being sweet. I'm being petty, madam.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, don't
It's not the
get
same
it.
unless you have seizure-inducing cutscenes every 3 seconds. So.
We're not doing that stupid shit. we're we're not doing that.
I did send you, Mark, the official trailer if you want to show that.
I don't.
Okay. Well, I'll send it to you.
I'm going to reiterate what me and Taylor just said. No, we're going to pull up the link. We're going to screen share. We're going to drop some links.
Thank you, Mark.
And we're going to get some backers on this thing. So as of right now, it has 7 backers. It's at 3%.
Bo wants you for a skeezy side project too.
So I want to throw this out there too, that the book is fully written and drawn. It's not finished. They have to do the lettering on it. They have to do the copy and paste lettering on it. So it's ready to ship really soon. Well, it's not ready to ship. It's ready to go to print.
Yeah.
That was something that was a little questionable. The last time I recommended a book, it was my good friend Jonathan Medici's book, Eric, which I would live and die by the quality and the content of that book. I was able to read it way before it went out. This, I'll tell you right now, I have not read. I don't know jack shit about it. I know the premise of it. But what we're doing today is we are going to just cover buy Madam's cover. If you want to buy more, buy more. Buy whatever you want to buy. But that's all that I can recommend it, because I'm calling balls and strikes, and I can't do it with this. I don't know. I haven't read it. You know what I mean? I can't. If you want to gamble on it, gamble on it. But I can guarantee you, Madam has a photo cover that you can buy and support Madam at the very least.
Madam's also going to be doing a photo shoot for a calendar that you could get to.
Yeah, which we can talk about.
Yeah.
Because it's part of this campaign.
Yeah.
But it's Friday. It's payday. Well, who's got $12? But yeah, I dropped the link in the chat, so y'all can hit that. And let's take a look at it. T-Dubs, have you taken a look at the website or anything yet?
No, not yet. Honestly, like,
yeah, I feel
it's going to sound petty and bad, but like, I needed a goddamn break after trying to watch that live stream. Like, it was.
Yeah, there's different
rough.
little pockets of the community that do things differently. I guess they're on the Nick Fuentes method, where you start a stream by just showing like hallucination-inducing video clips and stuff for an extended period of time before the stream starts.
For a long time.
Yeah, and I don't know why people do that. I wonder if it's just to give people time to get there, get notifications, time to go or whatever. But I don't know.
I just want to say that the placement of the fire on this cover could be a little bit better, madam.
You know, I'm sorry. I did build that pyre myself. I was very hot standing in front of it.
Yes, and the fire was hot too.
Yeah, the lighting kind of washes you out a little bit.
I know, but it makes an amazing cover because that's really her like triumphant. You know.
Now, here's the funny part. Like the character she is cosplaying for this cover is Joan of Arc. So for there to be a fire behind you, this is a little too hot. A little too all-consuming.
I think it was a nice nod.
Yeah, it's kind of spot on there.
Are you all 12 months of the calendar?
Yes, I'm going to be. Yeah.
Nice. Have you shot all those yet too?
No, I'm going to though. There's a print that was going to be the cover, but then they decided on the other one.
All right, hear me out. Nippy November.
What? Do you see the metal bra I'm wearing?
Yeah, just go Batman, go full Batman and Robin on it, and get some like
some symbols on it or something.
Yeah.
It's a 16-month calendar.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So yeah, they got all kinds of stuff like with any of the little Kickstarter stuff. But I gotta tell you, like the price is super cheap. Like this isn't one of the ones where like if you wanted to get all of it, it's mad expensive. It's super affordable. Like you could get everything for $60. You could get Madam's cover plus the print of the alternate cover that because they had multiple pictures to choose from. So you could get two of her little cosplay things there for only $15.
Yeah, for the $100 you get the blacklight tapestry too, which blacklight people, you don't want to use that sparingly, is what I'm saying.
Does it come with?
You really don't want to ignore the blacklight tapestry, community. So you have to fit that in.
Does it come with shrooms? That's what we need to know.
Does it come with extra stains?
Does it come with a blacklight?
That's a good question. Is blacklight included? Because I don't have one.
Yeah, I'm not saying that the placement of not for the lighting aspect, but it looks like you've actually lit a fart on fire, and it's.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you for saying that.
Sorry.
There
that's the way I feel.
You don't want to ignore the fart lighting community.
That's the way I feel. I usually raise my arms.
Odds with the tapestry community.
Yeah, I usually raise my arms in victory when I have one like that.
I don't, because I'm never sure it's just a fart.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll revisit this in and out through the stream. But y'all go check out the book. Let's get two people to support Madam's cover there, to back her cover.
Thank you so much.
I don't know if this is an all or none kind of campaign or what they do. It's just at $100. It's just been up for one day. Looks like they're looking for a $4,000 goal. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. That's right. I want to send.
It says raise mode, keep it all. I don't know what that means.
Means
sometimes it'll say all or none for some of those.
Keep it all means like you're just donating without the rewards, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's my guess. That's how I would interpret it, but I didn't put this together.
There's one of those things that it doesn't have an end date, which is cool. It's not like we have to get this in 30 days or it doesn't happen. They've already done the work to make the book for the most part. Again, it's not. I guess this just goes into the printing costs is what they're doing.
Hell, a Gemini mailer is $1 or something. So
Yeah, dude, those things aren't surprisingly not in the grand scheme of things, not cheap. You have to get like 25 for 25 from Amazon kind of deal.
I got 135 of them showing up today. So
yeah. And I mean, like people might write it off like, yeah, maybe one Gemini mailer is not expensive when you think of it like that, but you don't order just one. When you need to get supplies, you have to come out. You got to have a little bit of scratch laying around.
Yeah. That's the difficulty with some of the live sales that I've been doing that start at $1. If the book goes for $1, I'm in the hole. A
lot.
Yeah. Because Whatnot takes 30%, the Gemini costs $1, and the comic cost of the comic. So, and the bag and the board. But yeah, back Madam.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. The Geminis, like I said, the Geminis are usually $75 for 50 of them.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. I just bought some for slabs yesterday, so. It does get expensive, but that's business 101 because like Taylor said, you can be taking a loss on every book you sell. So
Yeah,
I pretty much do.
I am right now. I'm just trying to build the audience still, like everyone else.
Let me just say on behalf of the Kickstart community, anything helps. God bless you. Pray hands. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, y'all go check it out. Go order her book. And then bring it with you to Heroes Con.
I can't go to Heroes Con this year.
Sure you can.
I wish I could. I really do, but I can't.
What Not takes 30%. Should I get Claude to make an app called Biggie Snacks so you can sell for a 25% commission to me instead? Yes. Corner the market, Biggie Mac.
a couple of sales per stream records were broken this past week.
Elaborate.
I think Comic Tom or Davis Ryder, one of those two, did $110,000 for a stream this past week.
Holy shit.
Then the other one
was
did-
Davis Ryder because he gave away a PS5, I think, on that stream.
Then the other one did 115. And I think Aris wound up doing 125.
And I did the exact same amount minus the 3 zeros at the end.
Yeah.
Nick, what's the I know Xbox going through some things. Is PlayStation 5s the ones that you can put a disc in? Is that one of those consoles where if PlayStation decided to stop supporting the game, you couldn't even play it with a disc?
No, you can still play it with a disc. In fact, even if you didn't have a disc, as long as you don't wipe your hard drive.
You know what I'm talking about? What happened with some of those games on Xbox, that even the people that spent $70 buying a physical disc, they can put it in their Xbox and still not play the game because Xbox shut the game down. They don't support it anymore.
In some cases, it might work. In some cases, it might not. Depends on the game.
Got you.
We live in the worst timeline ever. Like,
yes. I'm a fan of a mixed economy for these reasons. You know what I mean? I like the capitalist side of ownership. That aspect of it is I think important, because this moving toward we don't need to own anything. We'll own it for you and let you use it as far as transportation, housing, video games. I hate the idea of someone being able to rug pull me with anything, you know? That kind of stuff is just wild to me.
Dude, original PlayStations go for a ton of money, AR, so good luck with that.
Yeah, in fact, there was a trailer for a...
I just caught that. He's giving away 5 PSs, not to be confused with PS5.
PS1s are not cheap.
Yeah, dude, N64s, which is the comparable competitor of the time, dude, if you want a good trusted source, kind of clean and refurbished, and it's a store called DK Oldies. I mean, they were kind of getting clowned for being high prices for a while, but I think the rest of the market kind of caught up close to them. You're looking at $200 to $250 from them to get a console with the controllers and a game or two included, like a real starter pack kind of thing.
I have a question.
What's up?
How much does it affect your audience level if you're giving away something?
Can you ask that again? How much does it affect your what?
You're watching, your viewers.
Your what?
If you're giving away something on YouTube, how does that affect your viewership?
It's really hard to call it on the viewership thing, especially nowadays. I would just reference back to the comic boom days, 2020 to 2023. If you do a fun, proper giveaway and you announce it and you show off some of the prizes and make some posts and stuff, if you had a stream that would average 30 live viewers, you'd have people setting aside the time, and you'd be up to 70 to 100 viewers in there sometime for a milestone. If you're doing a milestone giveaway, I just hit 1,000 subscribers, we're going to do a big giveaway, and we had this formula to it. We'd have for each other, we'd always pop on each other's streams, and Taylor would jump on and show what he's giving away, and they would run the giveaway. He'd write the name down and he would ship it off to someone. Then Nick would pop up and show the book. And it would be a fun hangout celebration. And we if I was doing one, like they'd hop on mine and do that, or if they were doing one, I'd hop on theirs, and that way you have a lot of prizes, and you would get a ton of live people in the audience. And that was the whole point of it, is all those people in your audience, they might not frequent every one of your videos, but they're one of your subscribers that have supported you in some way along the way, you know? So for that one video, you'd get a lot of people.
Well,
But
dare I say that there were a lot of people watching Only Slabs on Saturday just for the giveaways.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
1000%.
Same with Guess That Key, and because like if you watch Guess That Key, like there'll be 3 people trying to guess the key, but as soon as that giveaway shows up, there's 40 some entries. So you know, like
Yeah, and that's another thing too, is people coming in and out of a stream. I see it on Tuesdays. You know, my Tuesday show runs for a long time, but once I put the hashtag up, people that pop into the stream, they don't leave when a hashtag's up. Tuesday gets a good number of concurrent live viewers. It'll have 35, 45 people, but it can get up to like I think
I
it
know
hit
on
like
what
60
on
one
Whatnot,
time.
my show will double if I announce I'm doing a giveaway. My viewers, like
Sales won't double.
no, but the viewers will
Viewership
double. That's
will
the
double.
thing.
Yep.
Yeah, sales, it's going to be the same people buying regardless. Pretty much, it's just.
Biggie Mac says, I would say, madam, that if we gave away one of those beautiful and sexy photos from your shoots as a giveaway here, I'd at least view Legion show with my other 3 troll accounts. I'm definitely in for a giveaway. It wasn't just Xbox. It was the game studio that pulled the game. Okay, Concord, High Guard, The Crew. Those games are the ones that were removed by both PlayStation and Xbox. That's terrible.
Did you see the thing I sent you about the Roblox guy?
What? Oh, that's old news for me. Yeah. I was trying to explain that. Even remember when we ate at Giuseppe's for who was it, John's birthday in January?
Yeah. We were talking about how we don't let him play it.
Well, I was trying to explain to our stubborn nieces that the dangers of that, but you know, Shelby's of the genius and knows everything. Because Sean Ryan has had like a war against Roblox. He's largely responsible for that arrest.
Good.
Yeah, but yeah, I've been very aware of that. That's why our kids, like, we've just like slow rolled them into being 90s kids early on. Like, I'm just like, I'm not playing these stupid games.
Yeah.
They can play the Nintendo 64. They can put a cartridge into the Nintendo. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they can get online when they can drive a car. How about that?
Yeah. They go and get flip phones when it's phone time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Watches where we can call and track them.
Well, that's cool too, but I mean, flip phone's fine with me.
Then we can't track them.
Oh.
I want to know where they are.
Yeah, I can probably by then. I'm pretty sure I can track a flip phone by then.
Okay.
You have
Yeah.
access to pet microchips. Just microchip.
I do.
Them.
I do.
Now
Yeah,
I
just
wanna
microchip them.
Well, you can easily just put one on. Like they have the flat ones. I mean, it doesn't have to be secretive. You know, if you give them a phone, like you know, they know, like, we keep up with them with that kind of thing for safety reasons. Like most people like me, like I don't go anywhere or do anything that I care that someone knows. As an adult, even like I don't care if someone knows where I am. I'm where I want to be, where I'm supposed to be.
For the account security of yours, can I ask what is your full name?
Name is Nicholas Allier.
Nick, you're not muted.
Oh, hi, Nicholas. How can you help?
Why'd you tell him?
He's about to give credit card info.
Yeah, he's about to mess up. Good morning, Bleak.
Good morning. How you guys doing, man?
Fantastic. How are you?
Not too bad, thanks. Not too bad.
So have you had a chance to look at Steph's new comic cover? She's featured on a variant for a new comic that is fan funding right now.
In fact, I have had a chance. Fantastic cover. There's another one, too, where she's got like a scythe. It's pretty good. There it is.
Yep. So this is the print that you can get with the cover. Have you had a chance to back it yet?
I have not, no.
So when you get the chance, when you're ready to, the link is pinned in the chat. So if you look at the top comment in the live chat, you can click that, go over there, and you can get a copy of Steph's cover. You won't get it soon, but you'll get it one day.
Billy Powermax is in the chat. I gave him a heads up that you were.
Oh, hi, Billy.
So that is the guy who wrote the book. So
100% C Bizzle. 100%. Let's see. Legion, do you feel denying your kids access to computers today is basically like growing up Amish in the 90s without electricity? Absolutely not. I don't deny them access to computers. I deny them access to harmful things on computers.
Yeah.
Just like Amish people probably deny their kids access to machetes until they're old enough to use them responsibly. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't let their 3-year-old. Well, let me back that up. They don't let their 2-year-old play with the axe at the dinner table. You know,
You're not allowed to let
my
2-year-olds
children
play
play with social media.
Johnny.
Oh shit! I better go get my 2-year-old. I think I just gave him an axe. Holy fuck!
I was about to say 3-year-old, but then I thought, wait a minute, Amish. We got to back it down to 2-year-old. Then 3-year-old out there doing work.
Yeah, they're already doing barn raises by 3, aren't they?
Yeah, they're baling hay by 3. They're at least milking the cows. That way, like, no one's getting a bad back. You know, like, you don't have to bend over. Just stand there and milk the cow.
Oh, I need to watch Kingpin again.
They got machines for that now.
With Woody and Randy Quaid. That was a funny movie. With them hips, you can't have more than 6 or 7 children. Bleak, what's new with you, man?
Not too much, brother. You know, just working this week. Thankfully, it's Friday, so it's my last day for the week, so I can get the Saturday, Sunday off and chill out. But other than that, man, really not too much. Picking up.
You still set up your comic stuff at the market?
No, I shut her down, man. It was $400 a month to have a spot there, and I could only set up 1 day a week, so the math just wasn't mathing very well.
Yeah, I feel you on that. The math's got to math. If it doesn't math, then it's not mathing.
Yeah, exactly my point. So I'd make enough money to pay the rent and stuff like that, but that's not a great business.
No.
That'd be much better.
That was actually a clip of Bleak shutting down his spot at the market.
Yeah.
$2 super chat from Hurricane. Appreciate you, homie. Good morning, Legion, Bleak, Madam, and panel. God bless.
Hey.
What's going on, homie?
God bless you. Yeah, man, just chilling.
Is it too much work to do like a 1-day setup kind of thing?
It's a lot of work for a 1-day setup. It's a lot of work for the one thing I miss about it the most is probably the books that used to come into the market. I used to be able to buy a lot of good books.
That's a good point.
But again,
then that's even more counterproductive.
Yeah, not a great business model when you're
I'm paying these people $400 a month to pay these people for their books.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, as long as you exchange contact with these people that you'll come across more, message me. I'll come to you.
Yeah,
they know who to call if they find stuff, kind of thing.
Yeah, just not a great business model. That's all. So just shut her down, and now I just go do it online. You know, obviously we do Band of Brothers auction. I do Astonishing auctions, things like that.
Do you sell on Whatnot?
I have a Whatnot site, and I can sell on it, but I'm afraid to because, as everybody knows, because I say it often, I'm very lazy, and I don't know if I could do the 3-day shipping thing. Like, I don't know if I don't know if I could just get out there and mail shit in 3 days. So I don't want to disappoint people. So I'm
you definitely would.
I stay away a little bit from Whatnot.
AR says, some of us who graduated from celebrated French clown colleges will be teaching their kids axe throwing at any age they please. Thank you very much. You know, it's people like you. Nope, I'll show grace.
Yeah, if you don't ship out in 3 days and whatnot, you're screwed.
Yeah, they just can't. They ban you.
Yeah, they could fuck with your shit.
Well, and also people would be canceling their orders, and you'd be getting like negative reviews.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good. Wouldn't be good.
It's not that hard to pack up some Geminis, though, buddy.
I know. But again, lazy, and the mail. I don't drive. Mail is actually pretty far away from me.
Oh, gotcha. Well,
So-
they come to you. That's the thing.
Have you thought about cross country skiing there?
I'd say OnlyFans, but the founder died, so
It's not a bad idea. I'll look into it, madam. I'll look into it.
Which one?
OnlyFans.
Oh yeah. That's sad. How awful.
He was 43 and had cancer, but
That sucks, man.
yeah.
43 and had cancer. That really does suck, actually.
No,
Yeah.
people are getting it younger and younger and younger. I remember when I was little, like I started noticing how people talk about like heart disease. People have a heart attack. It's happening to them younger and younger and younger. But Billy says the book is finished, so once we get going, it won't take to get out. All pages are finished with the exception of the letter. Yeah, I pointed that out. So it's not finished. I was very specific with that. In case someone does back it today, it's ready. It's ready to be finished. It has to be lettered and printed. It's
Right.
so oftentimes, like from what I see, when someone says something's finished, once it's funded, they just ship it. So it's not finished, but it's ready to be sent to print really soon.
Billy, I sent Mark the trailer on his Instagram. Can you play it on here? Is
No,
that okay with you, Billy?
I just got one of those mobility scooters that will get you up to the mail spot quick. No, I cannot. But if someone would like to watch the trailer, what you can do is click the link in the top of the chat. The trailer is right there. And while you're there, you can hit the button to back the book. So if you want to see the trailer, if you want to know what happens in this book, hit that link and go to the page where you can watch the trailer and back it at the same damn time.
The trailer's pretty
You
good.
got to make them go to it, madam. You have to make them
Trailer's
go
pretty
to
good
it.
though, and that might make him go to it. Yeah.
No, if they're curious, they'll go to it.
It's not bad, man. I enjoyed that trailer. I
We're
watched
trying
it.
to kill the cat.
I think I watched it. What, the other night when you guys were on his channel? I watched that trailer the other night when you guys were slinging that book on his channel. It's pretty
Y'all
good.
hear
Spoilers:
that?
the trailer does have AI Stephanie fire dancing.
Y'all hear that? You want to see AI Stephanie?
Yeah, it's
Leaker
great
thought it
because I
was cool.
sometimes morph into Megan Fox, and sometimes I'm like just me, and then I morph back
I'm
into
going-
Megan Fox, and then it's just
I'm going over to watch that right now.
For
Yeah,
all
y'all
you
seen
freaks,
Meg-
she's got 6 toes.
Have y'all seen Megan Fox 2.0 since she like scrubbed all of her social media and came back?
Megan
Isn't that
Enhanced?
literally a movie? Oh, that's Megan 2.0.
Yes, it is. But like the real Megan Fox left the spotlight briefly, scrubbed her social media, and returned with upgrades.
She's a weirdo, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and
I
she
don't
likes
think
she
anyone's
likes
arguing
fucking
that.
machine gun fucking douchebags. So I can't.
They've been married for a
I
while.
never
right?
got the interest in like how this dude is getting all these girls. How is Machine Gun Kelly getting Khloe Kardashian and pregnant, and Megan Fox? And
He's
been
tall.
with
and has-
Megan Fox for a while.
He's
Apparently
tall and
she's
has a
really
big
machine
nose.
gun.
Figure it out.
Oh my god. Damn, dude.
Guess where he gets around.
It's not a large
All right,
plate.
let's look at Megan Fox 2.0.
Holy
She might
shit.
seem,
Holy shit!
she might seem different than the last time you've seen her.
Holy fuck! She's got booty like fucking galore. What is happening down there?
Implants.
This is Megan 2.0.
Yeah.
They
I don't
cloned her.
You know she was like the hottest chick on the planet. Why does she even need to do any of that? It makes no sense.
I'm not sure why
Why
you
did
use
dysmorphia
those kind
is
of
real?
words.
I don't get it.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
you're not
she
gonna get
was
it.
so beautiful.
So beautiful. So,
It's so
beautiful.
crazy. Y'all keep using past tense. I don't understand it.
I don't know. Her with the plastic is not as attractive as her without the plastic,
Yeah, that's macroplastics. I like microplastics.
Biggie Mac says,
Pretty
what
soon all
con are
men will be
folks
able
on the
to 3D
panel
print.
looking forward to attend this year? Thank you, Drew. I was wondering what was up with the past tense as well. Biggie Mac said, what cons is everybody looking forward to attending? Heroes Con. It's only for me, it's always and only Heroes Con. It's the only one that
I doubt I'll be able to afford any of them.
Is that the only one you go to, Mark?
It's the only one you need to go to.
Shut up. Is that the only?
The rest are once you attend and see, you realize what I'm saying is 100% accurate. If you can afford more, if you have the free time and the leisure to do more, sure, do more. If you can only logistically budget plan for one and time only allots for one, it's forever and always Heroes Con.
Yeah. Because Heroes Con, you're going to see the community there.
Literally no one disagrees with me on that who's been. Like, if you could only pick one a year to guarantee to go to, if you've been to Heroes, you will always say Heroes.
You got someone knocking at your back door there, bud.
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds kinky. Let's let him in.
Hey, I was
No, not him. No.
I was knocking at your back door.
Tap, tap, tappity, tap.
Yeah,
tap.
Biggie Mac, Heroes Con is in Charlotte, North Carolina. Attend. If you want to attend, come by. We'll be there. I'll have the Comics Curing Cancer booth. Come by, say hey. I'll keep your identity anonymous for your online trolling sakes and everything. But love to meet anybody at the booth.
What's going on, y'all?
DJ, what's up, man?
DJ, are you got curlers in your hair or something? What's going on? Okay,
Wow.
Can't look at you.
Wow. I'm actually like eating breakfast, drinking my coffee.
Well, Louis said her kids are gonna love this.
Oh, we still talking about Megan Fox?
Yeah.
Damn.
How are you this morning, Mr. Lynx?
I'm doing all right, man. I had to go to the office this morning, so I was in the office at like 7 o'clock.
Eating.
I am.
Are you eating a cornbread? Oh, that's
corn muffin, and he's washing it down with an Inshore.
Ew.
Really?
I am eating a corn muffin, and I'm drinking a nice cup of coffee, light and sweet, from the diner in my Illuminati mug. Friday night.
I assume you're washing it down with some grandpa juice.
Grandpa juice. You can't say grandpa juice, dog. Yeah. Oh shit, Drew.
Hey DJ, you
talk to me, dog. Talk to me.
You actually do get to attend multiple cons a year.
I do.
You have the ability to, if you wanted to, set aside the time and the planning ahead to attend whatever con you wanted to. If you could only choose one with your Yankee bias, what would yours be? Because I'm very biased, but where would your bias take you?
Fetish Con in Key West.
Comic related.
Oh, comic related. There you go. Comic related. You have
to actually called Fantasy Fest.
I'm actually gonna start hanging out.
Fantasy Fest.
Your last answer.
Yeah, what did you call it? Fetish Con? It's the actual Fantasy Fest.
DJ and I just became best friends, I think.
But everyone's naked.
Yeah, Fantasy Fest.
That's weird. I haven't heard anybody mention that on here before, but yeah, like that. I've been
That's
to
the
Key
first.
West.
You've been to Fantasy Fest?
I haven't been to Fantasy Fest, but I've been to Key West, so I'm aware of it, because like a lot of the restaurants and stuff have photos on the wall from it and everything, and you're like, yo, you have like tits on the wall here next to the kids menu, right? They're like, yeah, it's from Fantasy Fest. Come check it out. What is that? So while I'm like dodging random chickens walking in the road, they're telling me about the biggest gathering of naked retirees on the island.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I've never been. I discovered that it doesn't matter. Shout out to Inshore. Make sure you get your drinks. By far, Heroes Con is the best comic book convention. If you're not into the movie stuff and going to go see celebrities and taking pictures with celebrities, that's the only thing that it's lacking, and that's for a good reason. But if you're into comic books, if you're into artists, hobnobbing with artists, having crazy access to artists, Heroes Con is the place to be, man. Like legit. And I go to New York Comic Con every year. I go to all these local cons over here. I'm going to one in the Bronx over here. Hopefully I make it out unscathed in like 2 weeks. Heroes Con, dude, Heroes Con is bleak. Heroes Con is the place to be, man.
I'd stay away from hobnobbing, though. It sounds
like Biggie Con's going to be the place to be. Megan Fox cosplayers and Golden Age collectors.
There you go.
That sounds peak.
It's Fantasy Fest.
Have a good one, Billy. Take it easy, man.
but yeah, by far Heroes Con.
You know
Going
about
to
Madam's comic?
Going to Heroes for me would be very expensive, man. Obviously, I'm in Canada, so it's not easy just to do it in general. So
If you start walking now, you might be there.
In all sincerity, man, it just takes
I
a
would
little.
suggest cross country skiing at first.
It just takes a little bit of planning. Like all the cost for you would really just be travel and room. You know, like the attendance isn't expensive. Like it's not expensive to eat and stuff there. It's all pretty mellow on that aspect. But you just communicate with people in the community, find someone to split a hotel room with, and then it's just the travel.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
I mean, that's like that to go anywhere.
Yeah,
But at least with this kind of trip, you have the luxury of being able to split some of the costs with some people. You know, a lot of folks did that. You know, a Cup of Comics, Cliff. So Will, Cliff, and Izzy rode down together last year instead of taking a plane ticket. So that was 3 plane tickets avoided and just split the tank of gas.
Yeah, no, they actually rented a car. I thought they were in somebody's car. They rented a car.
Okay.
Which I don't, yeah.
That's expensive. That seems expensive.
Yeah, it seems counterintuitive, right?
Very counterintuitive at that point.
Yeah, no, but Heroes Con is the shit, man. Speaking of Heroes Con, obviously Comics Curing Cancer will be in attendance again. I'm actually working on the art book stuff as we speak. The art book is more than halfway finished. I'm waiting for some pieces to come into the mail, so I'm excited about that, and hopefully people will be excited to support that again this year. It's fucking phenomenal, dog.
Yeah, I talked about it right when I went live, but I hung out with Paul and recorded a video with Paul and Paul in the 619.
Oh yay! I was on his. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I was talking about the art book, trying to hype it up while beating around the bush. I think he said that video will come out like Monday the 13th or something. I don't know when he said it was coming out.
Oh, okay. I did. It's funny. My sit down with Paul comes out this coming Monday.
Nice.
Yeah, he said he recorded with Rob, you, and me. And yeah, the art book. I'm excited for it. It's definitely growing every year. You know, when I look at it, like think like you, how are you gonna top it next year? How are you gonna top it next year? And it's one of those things where you have to let the art book carry the water. Like you're gonna have to let it do most of the speaking for you, you know?
Yeah,
like, hey,
absolutely.
learn if you're interested in this. Let me show you what we did last year.
Yeah, so that's actually when I reached out to some of the professional artists this year, and I was just like, hey, do you have interest in this or whatever? I actually sent a few copies out of the art book 2025 to them just so that they could see it and hold it in hand. So we got a lot of people to jump on board because they actually held the copy in their hand.
Yeah, David Sanchez cover definitely did not hurt.
What up, Caroline?
David Sanchez, Todd Beats, who was in there, who blew the fuck
that's
up.
what I mentioned on Paul's channel, that like trying to increase the status of the creators, like how last year had Todd Beats, who's like making like covers now for books and stuff. And yeah, Caroline, your setting looks very familiar, but something's different about it. It seems like the tint of wall is slightly different than the previous tint of wall. Look at that built-in. Look at that built-in shelf. Look at those stairs.
Nice third stair.
Oh my gosh, look at all that land.
Look at that pussy. Look at all these stupid fucking comics.
Acres. Hold right there. Hold right there. Right, wait, go back. Right there. Is that a shitter?
Oh yeah, it is. I put my poop in there.
It's not an outdoor house.
Congrats on the new house, Caroline.
Thanks, man.
Oh, that's
I'm
awesome.
so glad I'm in the country where my soul was born and where my soul will die.
Where you have returned to your roots. Welcome back to happiness.
Yeah,
You're supposed to fortify your windows with sandbags, not comic books.
You have to. Well, for a year, it's supposed to be.
I use the fucking comic books.
She's gonna be using
them for sandbags.
She's gonna be using them for
It may be my salvation. You know what? I could build a fucking tower to heaven.
That didn't work out good for the last people.
Did
that
it
tried
not?
No.
Did
Well,
it
I don't
not?
know. They all. I think the only outcome was they became bilingual. That's how
Yeah,
you
I
learn
think
a
there
new
was just a
language.
lot of
Languages were
confusion.
born then.
Couldn't nobody
I suck at
understand
learning it.
nobody
I
after
suck at this
that.
Rosetta
Yeah, not
Stone
quite
thing. I guess I want to build a
bilingual.
tower.
Not quite bilingual. Nobody understood each other, so not great.
Yeah, it wasn't, was it?
Alternate lingual.
Yeah,
After that, it was just pigeon French, huh? Fuck. No, I'm just.
What a
did
crazy
it.
Bible story.
It's a
That's
good
a
one.
crazy Bible story. Let's be honest. God was all like, "Oh yeah, you guys want to build stuff? Now you guys can't speak to each other. Take
Yeah,
that."
God just
I
made a
don't think it was
billion
I don't think
languages.
it
Go
was them
figure it
trying to
out. Go
build
work
something.
together
It was.
now.
It's a story of your motives, right? It isn't a matter of them trying to build something. It was a matter of why are you building it? You and your hubris.
Because they want to build a tower to
Yes.
God, obviously.
It was Gilgamesh, right? So he was 2/3 God and 1/3 human, and he was scared of death.
We're living in a box above Izzyverse's apartment. I do miss yeehawing in the country as opposed to chasing the morning bagel life in the city. Well, come on down. Move on back down. Get down here in the country.
Izzy versus Hobnobbing over in Chicago at C2E2.
Yeah, he was on here right when I went live, hanging out, having his morning coffee and breakfast.
Yes, on the porch,
One with
scratching
a
my nuts that I don't
real
have, but
logo.
I could go out naked if I want it.
That'll probably be closer to September.
Logo
August,
C3
around
2026. So we're not. I mean, the logo doesn't change. The logo's the logo. The promo material, I still have to. I have to create it. What happens is I lost all my files on my hard drive because I lost my external hard drive. So I have to recreate.
Were you looking at porn, or did they confiscate it like they did somebody else's hard drive?
I actually dropped it.
He dropped his hard drive and lost it all. It's crazy.
So I
You
lost.
mean they dropped the case, or you dropped your hard?
He was hiding evidence.
Yeah,
He had some variants on there people didn't want him to see.
So I lost all the templates to all my stuff, and I'm just dragging my feet. I'm having to recreate everything.
Are you for real?
I'm 100% serious. Yeah, I lost
That fucking
everything.
sucks, though. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's cool. So it's
that was
funny.
still a good joke, Caroline.
No, that was an amazing joke.
Oh, you
No, I
did?
know, but like,
Yo, but you want to hear something that sucks? A couple of weeks back, an artist that I met at New York Comic Con that I was filming reached out and was just like, "Hey, dude, I know you took a lot of footage. I'll pay you if you could like piece together a reel for me because I put out a lot of reels for artists, or whatever." And I was like, "Bro, I don't got the footage anymore. Like, I lost it." And he thought I was bullshit. And I was like, "Nah, I'm like, I really lost it, dude." Which kind of sucks.
That sucks. Yeah.
What are you
I
gonna
just
do?
know that the hell that would have been paid. Like in my lab, we had hard drives. We had a fucking cloud hard drive. We had like insurance. I mean, it was so many different like things because if we did, the fucking diva that was our goddamn boss would have died. He just would have died because he's such a puss.
Yeah.
But it's because there's a lot of work on there. Let's just suffice it to say, and you're not a diva because I get it.
No, it's just
It's a lot of work. It represents a lot of work, and when it gets lost, it's like crushing.
Yeah, and I'm always careful with everything. And it's, I don't know. I was just moving something from the room, and then I was just like, all right, I could carry the stack of comics, my laptop, and the external, and this cup of soda, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that's me. That's how I broke my ankle. Don't do
nice.
that. I went down the Tower of Babel trying to carry shit, girl.
Wow.
Don't
but
you
you
do
still
that.
speak English, which is great.
Yeah, well, I think I was saying some. I don't think I was speaking English by the time I got to the bottle.
That's mostly
I was talking in tongues, man.
You were talking like Joe Pesci from Home Alone. Forget.
Yes, that's what I was speaking. I was speaking Pesci. And when you go to Pesci, you know it's not a good place to be mentally.
That's true.
Pesci mind is a bad place, and we've all had Pesci mind. I think that should
all I
be
can think of Pesci is like the was it him with the head in the vice in Goodfellas? What was that?
Yes. It was great.
Oh, I can't stand that scene. Yeah.
And
okay.
Casino. It was in
Casino?
both.
Okay. Yeah.
And he's like,
Nikki.
dogs, listen to me. I got your head in the fucking vice, dogs.
Yeah. Why you make me do this to you?
I'm gonna pop your fucking eye out. Dogs.
Yeah. What didn't they like? Of course, you just bust him out. He's just laughing. He's a funny guy. That's a funny guy. And then like fucking stabs him in the eye. It's funny now. You don't laugh. It's like, oh my god. Pesci.
That's totally not what happened, but I'll allow it.
What are you fucking talking about? Oh wait, did he do like? Am I mixing up? So
Yeah,
he gets
you're mixing
pissed
up like
off.
8 movies.
I'm mixing up. I'm
We can
mixing
Mandela
up
effect
Joker
it.
with the
Just let it
pin.
go.
But I know something bad happens because he gets really pissed off him at the bar. But maybe he just like stabs him in the neck or something, and a fork in the neck.
With the pen in the neck. That was in Casino.
Yeah, Casino.
Where, one of the guys, all he did was he called Robert De Niro an asshole or something. Or he
Funny
was just like,
guy.
he was
Yeah,
just-
funny guy. That thing.
no, that's Goodfellas.
Okay, well, whatever.
No, it's not
Awesome
whatever.
movie.
Get your shit together.
Okay, you go. Actually, please,
Always
no,
watch
expound,
Goodfellas.
please. Tell me, because
Get
I
your
do
shit
need to know.
together. No, forget it now.
Oh my god, I'll just go watch them myself and do the work. I'll just go put in the hard drive work.
Oh shit, you got me because I dropped my hard drive and that's a
My
big-
cousin Vinny is see that play. My cousin Vinny is an excellent movie. And Sledge, I'm gonna tell you something. In law school, that movie is shown to first year students because the procedure is impeccable. So he is a roughneck. He is a goober. They know a lot about cars, but his procedure is absolutely impeccable. So because of that, that is why he won. And that is why they show that to the law students, is because everything that he does is in step with an acting in the court of law. And it's all about procedure.
Cool.
That movie is phenomenal. That's
Oh, it is the best, one of the best
Marissa
movies.
Tomei was the best thing about that
The
movie.
best Joe Pesci
what a great
movie is the
cast.
one that he did with Danny Glover called Gone Fishing.
Get out of here, Mark.
That
I'm being
sounds
dead
super
serious.
goofy.
It is hilarious.
No, Marissa Tomei was amazing.
Is there
in
a
Michael
fishing
movies.
hole
She
involved
won
in
an
that
Oscar
movie?
for that, didn't she?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's
I think
it's one
I've
of the
seen that
funniest
movie,
buddy movies you'll
unfortunately.
ever see.
Man, F Danny
think
Glover.
Oh, don't even go, dude. He
What
likes
did he
it.
do?
I miss him.
He yelled at me.
But then he corrected it when he realized you weren't being an asshole.
I was like, who was he sexually inappropriate with? Come on.
Did he tell you he was too old for
I'm
this
waiting
shit?
for it.
Nah, I was just trolling him on vacation in Puerto Rico.
See, look, it just got a
Then you
stamp of
deserve it.
approval from
It's no
Select.
8 heads in a duffel bag, but it's not bad.
That was a good movie too.
That
man.
was a good
I hadn't
movie.
thought of that movie in
Yeah.
probably 20 years.
Yeah, 8 Heads in a Duffel Bag was good, but Gone Fishing, I'm pretty sure I watched that as a kid, and it had a fishing hole scene. I think I've almost because I liked that movie, and along with like Grumpy Old Men, you know, with like Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was a really funny movie, and it's got Anne Margaret in it.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
I didn't know you were 100 years old.
I am. I'm a lizard person.
Oh, you're
Also,
one of,
I hit a
goes
baby
without
David
speaking,
Icke.
but
you're one of them.
Yeah, and he
Shout out to
said,
David Icke.
he said, "You're a lizard person, Caroline. What the fuck?" And I was like, "Oh my god, I am." And he was like, "Go think about it." And
You're
here I
making
am.
you're making jokes, but these lizard people are writing your name down somewhere.
Somewhere it's
They
happening.
better. They
Yeah.
better know me.
Oh, her name's been written down lots of places.
This
Hey,
whole
when you see
conversation-
me, when you see me wearing like pink and all dressed up like a Barbie, they got me.
They got you.
They
They
got me.
cloned you.
people live on the
Just
underside of the
respect her
planet. Earth.
lives. They've compromised her.
Well, they just cloned Megan Fox and it worked out in everyone's favor. So who knows?
Yeah, that's the only clone that worked.
It is.
DJ, how's your $40 breakfast today?
It was actually $29.
Did it include a corn muffin, or was it just like a coffee and some gristle?
Nah, coffee and a corn muffin. It was actually really good.
Again,
Where
I
is
present
that?
to you the Megan Fox clone.
Speaking of corn muffin,
There you go.
She's had a couple.
Why is she doing this?
I think
Like, is she
money.
looking for a contact? Did she lose something?
Who wants
Like,
to be
girl,
somebody's dog?
why are you doing that?
it
Spread
seriously
like
looks like
that.
AI, like an AI regeneration of her.
Yeah.
You know, the Spider-Man trailer came out and a lot of people in the comments were saying it looks AI, it looks AI. And I responded to a couple of them saying, no, AI just has improved a lot. AI looks good. This looks like a movie, and AI is starting to look like movies.
I think there are people that are experts that are good enough to do things like get digital signatures in terms of like they can go in deep enough and like look at small
Wait,
little
do that
things.
motion again?
The crazy hot scale, yeah. Those things go in line. I think so.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You
Like
know
you can
what?
find the digital signatures in the.
I don't spread like that, like Megan Fox did in those pictures, unless I have lost something precious on the ground.
You're one ring above all.
Like,
What,
girl.
you don't arch your back and, you know, lift
I mean,
your
like,
ass
dick has
and-
to be good, and I know MGK does not have dick that good.
Hold on, let me look for this. I have to arch my back and lift my ass, though?
Yes, you do,
I'm
girl.
waiting
Like
on
a
JSS
cat.
to drop
Like
a
a
link
cat
to
in
Dick That
heat.
Good.
Yeah.
Jay-
JSS is going to
Anyone
drop
take pictures.
a link to the MGK sex tape.
Is he hung?
Yeah, this is a man.
Is he hung though?
This is a like an interesting point because I've had some really good conversations about this lately. But I like Jim Lee, but I think he needs to sort out improving his artists and not ban AI. If a robot is the next McFarlane, so be it.
No.
Republicans support the free market.
No.
So
no.
like I get
Absolutely not.
I get the well. Stay with me here. Let me throw this out there.
Oh shit! StreamYard changed the logo. My bad.
Yeah, history proves that there's no stopping AI. Like you can be against it, that's fine, but it's still going to happen regardless. And I think it was JMed I was talking to because we were talking about all the seed dance videos that were coming out and just how fast AI is improving. By this time next year, think of what those little AI videos will look like.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're the speed in which they're improving because they're learning off of themselves and improving off of themselves. The speed that it improves is only getting faster.
You know
And
what? Just keep the boys in their
stopping it
home,
'cause
fap
what you're
into
gonna
fake
have-
chicks.
You
not
can
learning
already
how to
see
make a
in the
relationship with real humans. That
you can
sounds
already
great.
see in comments and stuff like the vast majority of people
They know it's not real. A
The
lot of
vast
people
majority of
tell.
people rather see these clips than be mad at these clips and wish they didn't exist. They're having fun watching them on the little Instagram reels or wherever. Like I do too, like these little Snyder cut clips they're making and stuff. Like they're fun to look at for sure. But you're going to have the situation where you have a legitimately good creative writer who can't get his script picked up. He doesn't fit in the crowd that allows him, but he will have a tool at his disposal, and with minimal funds he'll be able to make his movie, and they'll have a crowdfunding campaign for it. He'll have a way to like get it support in the indie market, and that'll be how it starts.
Yeah,
it'll just
And how does it
AI
end?
is fine,
It-
like
How
in
does it
video
end?
and
I'm
movies.
not
and
it,
stuff,
I'll
like-
tell you, and we can get to how it ends because it's very, very obvious how it ends. Because right now we're in the streaming wars. The future isn't like what streaming platform works the best. It's
The
what
future is staying plugged in all of the time with negative. You know what AI is? It's an algorithm of our worst traits.
The future is literally the battle over the search engines. It's not even streaming. Streaming these shows and movies will go away. Think about it. In our lifetime, you'll be able to open, if it's Google or if it's X, whatever AI platform you use, and you just type in like the most simplistic prompt, and you have anything you want to watch at your disposal. Instead of bringing up articles, it brings up like you can say, "Hey, take the book." Whatever book. Do
you know how many
the
people
book,
are
The Death
losing
of
jobs right
Superman,
now
and
because of
animate
AI?
it into a 90-minute movie, and you'd hit enter, and within seconds you have the
You're gonna get
entire
replaced.
you'd have the entire Death of Superman storyline animated into a movie, whether it look live action or animated, whatever. That's coming very soon.
Can you
Very
Can you groom robot dogs?
Jesus.
Because that's like where we're at. Like we're gonna get rid of everything living.
Yeah,
in
well, I'm
order
not
to
talking about
facilitate
like the
techno shit.
morality of it, like the actual direction it's going in. Like, is it like stop and just play the tape out? Like it's
Yeah, you're looking at it from a realistic approach.
yeah. I'm not asking if it's moral or not moral. I don't like the
I
idea
am
of it.
because like we have
Yeah, but
to.
well, you don't have to because no matter what we think of it, doesn't matter. It's
Yes,
still
it
going to happen.
does.
What do you
Because
think
if we
of the
reject it,
idea?
people-
What do you think of the idea that the internet is basically 90% all engagement is AI, pretty much at this point?
I
Yeah,
think
for
that's
sure.
true, and I
AI
think
and
that-
misinformation.
yeah.
The dead internet theory.
Well,
I don't know. I think it was on the news recently.
I think that we have to use these tools that we're using right now sparingly and with maximal focus, because the thing is this tool is not a tool that is used to help us. It is used to keep us distracted, and if we are not distracted, then we cannot live with intent, and we cannot recognize what is truly important in this world, and that is human lives. Because when we consume something that disenfranchises the lives of others, we are making a moral decision. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, I agree with that, but you can literally say that about anything.
Almost anything, almost, but not everything. You
Cars
can.
are terrible because it takes away the way we live. This is terrible. Everything's terrible. Anything that's new is always terrible.
Well,
so I
that's
can't.
a
I can't
choice.
go
Like,
under that. I can't.
That's a
go
choice,
like
right?
that.
I don't
Yeah.
choose to see it as terror. I choose to see it as choosing humans versus machines. And I've seen the output of humans and I've seen the output of machines. And I'm going to take the output of humans any day. And I love
There's going to be
human
one
creativity.
of your humans is going to use it as a tool and going to make something you like one day.
I
Well, yeah,
fully,
so
I
use it as a
fully
tool
agree.
to file your taxes. Use it as
I fully agree with the moral argument toward AI with you, Caroline. But
Yeah, I
at the
agree
same
too.
time, I fully recognize that it doesn't matter how I feel about it in terms of its progress or anything. That how I feel about it only matters as far as my own personal household and how I operate my household.
And
Like
same with
that's
me.
the only things that I actually have
with me.
sway or impact over. So
Right.
what I have to do
Your
as a
locus of control.
what I have to do is like a responsible
Yeah,
person
as
in
a-
my
as a
household is
man.
I choose to look at like what is the actual trajectory of this and potentially be prepared for possible outcomes, so I'm not reacting to them in real time and I have some kind of insight of what's coming. Because to Bleak's point, everyone was scared of computers, and they have their pros and they have their cons. They have helped society and they have negatively impacted parts of society, and it'll be the same thing with AI. There'll be parts of it that absolutely help, like in the medical field. It's undeniable that their accuracy and help in the medical field is awesome. It's taken jobs from a lot of people, and it'll continue to do
AI
so.
is like the genie. You can't go back in the bottle. It's out. It's
Yeah, it
it's
does.
here. Like,
We
which-
I
don't.
expect at some point, instead of making stupid videos like everybody's making, one of these days, someone's going to ask it to go, "Hey AI, I got $25. How can I invest this and make way more money?"
Well, no, you can already do that. So there's already
Oh,
there's already investment firms that have AI features where you just plug in your stuff and it invests for you. Like there's already AI investment things.
Right, like
It's like Machine Gun Kelly. Once he unzips, someone's getting knocked up.
Someone's getting knocked up.
You gonna learn today.
Tall guy with a big nose, man. Gotta watch it.
Billy Parmax made a comment way up there, and I think you should highlight it because he offered to do something else. There you
Can you
go.
read the comment and explain the comment stuff
Me?
since you're associated with the
Yeah.
comment?
I do know Billy. Okay, anyone that backs the book today from this stream, I'll make you a character and put you on a page in the next book. Just DM me.
So the book to back the book, it's the pinned comment at the top of the chat. Steph has a cosplay cover for the book. Go check it out.
And it's
Go back
also
to the book.
very it's not pricey. So go back and look, man. Jesus, what is it? $12, $11 or something? They kept it really cheap.
$12.
Yeah.
Physical copy entry level is only $12.
Yeah, you can get a digital copy, I'm sure, for cheap. Just do something, man.
Yep, and it helps support Steph.
How much do you have to pay to get Stephanie to moon you in the next book?
That's actually part of the calendar.
Yeah, Taylor.
Taylor,
Not
you're
a
gonna
good
have
moon,
to,
a bad moon, Steph. It's fine.
so that'll be a page in the calendar.
No, it won't be.
No, it will not be. The hearts of all the
That's fine. We don't
community.
need you. We'll just have AI do it.
No, he can't. Oh, Sledge, it's not about you taking your experiences away. It's about locking anybody. It's going to be about locking anybody into a system that wants to be part of quote unquote society and reap the benefits of quote unquote society. And if you, it's like you're going to have to pay some kind of toll in terms of forfeiture of safety or freedom by constant monitoring. Like, I'm not doing that shit.
Well, some people, I know this is going to be like a different perspective based
it's
off
already
like
being done. Oh, I know.
This will be like a different perspective based off where you live and stuff, but some people are more immune to monitoring than other people just based off their geographical location.
It's all satellite now. I mean, look, the weapons that are being used now are satellite.
Mm-hmm.
What's
but y'all see where y'all see? I think it might have been Ring or Google that ran a Super Bowl ad with their doorbell cameras systems being linked up together to make a big digital safety network in the neighborhood, and everyone's like, "Yo, this is no way. This is crazy."
Well, and the thing is that we're using that like same AI technology to kill people. With the AI recognition, and it's making mistakes.
There's a part of society that was like 4G. That means we're going gay. Stop it! Like society's fucking dumb as fuck. Stop it.
Society
as a whole, society is very dumb. Yeah,
it's pretty fucking like we're not.
But hold on. Let's time out for a minute, though. Like, we do have to admit to the fact that what are we? We are sacks of flesh and water with a weak electrical current running through us. Okay. And so we have an electromagnetic frequency. What are like phones?
5G towers specifically.
Yes, they're using EMF. Okay,
they disrupt us. If you get closer to those 5G towers, they actually have warning signs warning you of that on them. So it's not even a conspiracy theory. There's some 5G.
It's electromagnetic frequency.
Not towers. What are the actual transceivers? Is that what they would be? There's some of them that are actually on post office buildings and stuff.
Towers. It's the 5G towers.
Yeah, but there's some of them that are actually put on post office buildings and stuff. So they put the warning signs on the front of the post office to warn people that are entering the post office of the signals coming off the tower. So it's not even conspiracy.
I believe the technical term is whatchamacallit.
Yeah, humdinger. Thank you, Matt.
Yeah.
Mark, I have a question for you.
What's clanker rights?
Mark?
I'm waiting. Yeah, I was listening.
I have just the last scene of the fire thing. Can I show it on my phone?
You have the last stand of a fire tree. What?
Of the fire scene.
Fireflies.
I think you know what I'm talking about. Mark knows what I'm talking about.
She is itching to show off some footage today.
Because I'm working to Megan Fox and it's awesome. I mean, what could be?
Oh my God! Did she lose something? Did you lose a contact too? Are you crawling around looking
She's
for
been
contacts?
dying to show something off.
All right, here we go.
Tilt it forward. Tilt the top down forward. There you go.
Look at this hot mama.
This is actually the video clip that got her the job at Barnum and Bailey's.
She lit all the bearded ladies on fire.
Yeah.
She got into some trouble for that.
They had it coming from what I hear.
They did.
It was like a bunch of burnt hair.
They were all out of pocket. Justin, good morning. How are you today?
Good.
What's new with you?
Nothing much.
I saw you finish your Deadly Clasp, Omni.
My name's Bradley Cooper.
Or did you get it? I saw your Deadly. Did you just post it just to say you finally got it in?
Oh, no. So that was I'm doing a giveaway because I have the compendium so I can get rid of my volume 1, and like a lot of what I'm getting rid of is just I upgraded them. So
good. So that's what I want to do.
All of them and then to give away.
This might be the comment of the day.
I think if you keep your phone in your pants, that's really bad for you.
Exclude masculinity to women that I know love living on it. I don't know what that means. Oh, so you can exude masculinity.
Yeah, he exudes masculinity by proving it by not using a protective case on his phone. He likes to live on the edge. Neil deGrasse Tyson was on an episode of Rogan a long time ago talking about that. How when he gets a new phone, because he asked him, like, you don't have a case on your phone? He's like, no. And when I get a new phone, I roll it around in my hands for a few minutes and I feel the phone and I get used to the phone.
He's so dumb.
So that I'm less probable to drop the phone. I used to love Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I used to too, and then I realized he's a fucking cad.
He is a fucking idiot. He's a great communicator.
He's playing the game
for a basic level, but dude, like, what an idiot. I'm not gonna lie, I still listen to all of his interviews, and like if you go back and listen to like his Arizona University lectures that he did and stuff, he really can like get like a normie into science, like where you want to hear more and know more, and I love that about him. But
he's no Carl Sagan.
You just his cheese slid off his cracker.
He's no Carl
the
Sagan.
science guy.
Yeah, Carl Sagan.
Yeah, I love Carl Sagan.
Actually, I put a case on my phone so I don't flush $1,000 down the fucking toilet.
Yeah.
But like also it's kind of like I like to live dangerously. Danger is my middle name.
Yeah, he's a brilliant douche. That's a good way to put it. What do you got going on? Is that an EMF emitter? What are you doing? You hunting for ghosts?
She's hunting for ghosts.
Oh my God. You need to definitely turn your YouTube channel into a Southern
It's got
ghost
radio
hunting
frequency, it's got magnetic frequency, and it's got electronic frequency.
Now, is your condo wrapped in tinfoil, Stephanie?
I think we should, Mark. I think we need to get an EMF detector.
Sorry. I mean, I'll laugh.
After
Sorry.
hours in the con, we need to check for ghosts in the Westin. We need to go hunt for ghosts.
Caroline, is your condo wrapped in tinfoil?
No, look, do you know what EMF so if you expose cells to that's the same to cell phone frequencies, they die. They undergo oxidative stress and they die.
That explains my lack of a will to live every time I do this.
Well,
hey, speakerphone only, bro. Speakerphone only.
So I'm just saying, like,
that's what I use.
I used to think all of this was bullshit too, and then I started reading papers, like scientific papers about electromagnetic
And
fields.
then you and I talked for too long, and you said, all right, let me look up what this psycho
You know,
bastard
you know what's interesting, Mark, is I read this thing a doctor wrote about cell phones. They're like, you know how all about it? And I've been guilty of it. Like you'll sleep with your cell phone in the bed with you next to your head, right?
Burn count's going down because of it.
Don't do that. They say don't do that at all. It's the doctor.
No,
says,
it's
like,
really bad.
it can cause problems.
And if you go to China and Russia, their specs, their safety specs is way lower. And you think, why? I wonder why is that? Because they know that there are weapons out there that can manipulate. They don't want their population being manipulated. The U.S. clearly wants us to, because what are they trying to use this for?
They confiscated a guy trying to buy. They caught a guy trying to buy like a microwave like weapon of some sort on the black market that somebody had stolen.
Oh no, they did. Like the U.S., the CIA did buy a black market device from the Russians.
Okay, it was like a sting operation or something. Is that what I was thinking of? Where they
bought it because they wanted to retrofit it and use it. Because the
They
CIA
bought it.
is evil.
They were trying to confirm that Russia had it. They suspected it for years due to
bought it.
reports of diplomats and people over there undergoing the Havana syndrome.
Yeah,
and they've been looking for like
That's
they're
the
aware
microwave.
they're aware of the technology, but they wanted to confirm Russia's.
Is it really happening? Is this true?
Yeah,
Is this actually?
confirmed that Russia has it. They got their hands on it. So now, like
They
that's like
still
almost a
deny it and
smoking
don't
gun that
pay
they've
their
been
people.
using it on folks over there.
How
It's
many
called
of you
the Havana.
stand right in front
The
of
side effect that it causes is called the Havana syndrome.
What's that?
I said, how many of you actually still stand in front of the microwave while it's cooking?
Oh no, I'll walk away when I microwave
I
something.
haven't used it.
I actually blow raspberries on it while it's operating.
That's good.
I rigged it so it works without the door.
I used to just actually after when I would heat something up while it was running, I used to just lick the door, to see what happened.
Taylor, this explains a lot.
Yeah, doesn't it though? All right. Speaking of which, I gotta go use the AI to make some more T-shirts and go to the post office.
All right.
Go
pretty.
Hey guys, I'll be back if you're still on. Later.
Nothing wrong with a good AI T-shirt. Let's go.
You can buy it on failureforce.com.
There you go.
That's fair enough.
And then of course there is what America rolled out for the first time ever in
I don't want to
use.
know. It's probably already been used on us.
No, it hasn't. But for I'm sure it's been tested and stuff, but it was rolled out for an operation for the first time ever. It's been nicknamed because it's not declassified, but it was used, so it's been reported on. But the discombobulator is what we, the people, have nicknamed it based on the reports and everything. In Venezuela, that's what kept casualties down. Was the Venezuelan army got hit with the discombobulator, where they all started throwing up and falling to the ground, while the Delta Force just walked in and did what they did.
Percussive, thinks it's
So,
waves.
so basically they have like a weapon like Dr. Vertigo from Batman.
Yeah.
Well, do you know how
It's a non-lethal.
in Tesla, like quote unquote death rays and all that shit? This technology is very utilizable based on
Death rays have been used in the past 6 months on video shooting missiles out the sky. Like the space lasers, they were on Earth being shot toward the sky. but you know what space lasers I'm talking about, Caroline.
It's like, yeah, I do. It's them Jewish space lasers. But like, holy crap, Israel does.
Yeah, they
Holy shit.
literally rolled
I
out.
never
And
thought
like,
I would fucking agree with Marjorie Taylor
yeah,
Greene.
I'm telling you, they rolled out and showed the world for the first time. Yeah, as a matter of fact, we do have lasers, and look here, we're using them to in our
A Jewish space laser.
Like that was great. Like everyone on the, well, I don't want to say everyone, a large part of the population is like, fucking told you so.
No, I did not believe a single thing. All y'all crazy motherfuckers, the Q said or whatever. The crazy thing is that like there's so many truths on all these sides, and the only way we can get together, guys, the only way we can unite, all of us have parts of the answer, and we just have to unite. Like, we are humans, we are all Americans, and we're all souls deserving of like love,
including you too, Bleak. You're North American, buddy.
Yeah, I know, man.
You're never going to get declassified UFO files because it's not actually UFOs that you're seeing.
Now, Caroline, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't say that with so much confidence. Say you don't believe, but I'm telling you right now, we're about to get.
I know it's real. I know it's real.
So I don't know if you're aware of
it's
this.
what people think it is.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but you know they announced that they're going to, like they've done with the JFK files, like they did with the Epstein files, they're going to start declassifying stuff. It doesn't mean full disclosure, full admittance, but they're going to start declassifying stuff and things. But since that announcement, they've already set up UFO.gov, I think it is, where people can actually go in and like do a reporting center and stuff. So they're actively in the process of doing it and stuff. So that's something that I'm excited about.
I think what Carolyn probably means is like it's probably a military thing that nobody know they have, like because like they used to take stealth fighters before we knew what a stealth fighter, before anybody heard anything about it. They would fly them under commercial airlines in flight in the air to see if they could be detected, and they'd go right underneath them and not even tell them they were there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm absolutely 100% aware of the whole concept of a lot of reports are probably, or for sure, just technology being used, being tried out, being test ran. Now, I'm saying set that whole thing aside, which is obviously fact. And what are you left with? What you're left with is the interesting part. It's common knowledge. You have to test fly stuff. And for years, like think of how long they had the stealth fighters before they were made public.
Yeah.
So think of what they have now since they've announced nothing beyond that.
And that tech is alien. That tech did not come.
Carolyn, you mentioned DARPA earlier. Like with DARPA, and there's also Skunk Works, which is part of what's the name of that aeronautics company. Those guys make some spooky shit.
Raytheon, BlackRock, all them motherfuckers.
Boeing.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, have you looked into like the Tic Tac phenomenon, watched the footage,
Yeah,
listened
I
to the
have.
pilots, like the actual pilots that were on jets flying with it? Have you watched the video of the Hellfire
Well,
missile
the
hitting
that is like,
one?
well, the pilot said, like, and I heard one of the guys interviewed, and he's like, look, if somebody had been in that vessel or whatever we were tracking, they would have been dead the way it was making these maneuvers. Like the G-forces would have killed a human in that ship or whatever it was. So
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, if when you set aside all the things that you can easily write off as just testing technology that's not known to us, what's left? What questions are you left with? What do you wonder beyond that?
I know it's off waste of space if there's nobody else in the galaxy. But
I'm saying, like, you don't think or wonder, like, huh, that's weird. You cannot simply write that off. You can't even you can't even stretch your brain to write it off.
What are we talking about? What are we
if there's like a civilization that has mastered interstellar flight, I don't think we want to meet those people because we're going to look like ants to them.
Like, have you listened to Commander David Fravor talk about that interaction with that thing?
I wouldn't interact with anything you didn't know what it was.
Wasn't his choice. It's his job.
They told him to, I think.
Well, nobody on the whole ship, all the pilots, no one. They got something on radar. They were doing their job, and that's what they came up on.
And
it's all tracked. It's filmed. It's recorded. It's all got declassified because I don't think that they wanted it to. It was one of those things that couldn't stop it from coming out.
Well, also there's I'm sure you've heard of the USOs, right? Unidentified submersible objects. Mm-hmm. They go under the water, they come out. Like, that's crazy. So I don't know. I mean, and a lot of sailors see it. And there's like one incident where the guy said, we saw this stuff come out of the water. When we got it back to San Diego, where they were docking, they had these guys come on. He said, they came on and said, you didn't see anything? We're confiscating every camera on board. If you tell anybody about this, we'll put you in the deepest, darkest hole you can imagine. And then they left. And like they said, when they came on the ship, even like the commanding officers were scared of them. So,
yeah. Do you still just like knowing, like, when you pause and think of all these instances, all these different occasions, you still just casually can just file them under, oh, it's all just government. Has nothing to do with anything really beyond that.
I think some of it might be, what I'm saying is I think some of it could be like test flights, but I don't know that I can't say all of them are.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's easy to acknowledge the test flights, but there's so much out there that pushes my limit of being able to just easily classify things as that I'm left with more questions and curiosity than what I'm saying is that's not an acceptable answer. The government can't tell me these are just test things. I don't believe you. The government's a fucking liar every day of the year. I don't believe you.
There's a story of when. Go ahead. There's a story when the ships came over to America, the Native Americans who are here or whatever, and the Aztecs and Incas or whatever, they saw the ships and they did not know what the fuck they were. And it was they were seeing something that they didn't believe, they didn't know it could be possible. That were like, this is crazy. I cannot believe
beyond their understanding or perception. They had no reference point, and we will have
they thought the Spaniards were gods. They thought the Spaniards were gods.
Yeah, maybe to a degree, but if you look at now you're getting into some really controversial history stuff, because if you look at the civilizations that existed when like a lot of Europe migrated to the West, those civilizations already lived in structures. They lived in structures where there's art depicting people traveling by sea, so they already had concept of this. If they weren't part of a tribe that was visited directly, and it was only their ancestors that experienced it, they still had a concept of it.
I can't see
it's a galleon, a huge ship is going to be.
I don't know if that could necessarily be true for the populations of Indians that we're observing at the time.
That's what I just said. Maybe they weren't the ones alive the last time someone rode up there.
Legend.
But they had been rode up on before the time of the Great
They did have
European
immaculate
migration.
documentation systems. Now, whether or not those documentation systems still exist,
But you have to admit, based on their technologies, if they saw a big Spanish galleon, it would look like what people would look at it the way they look at an SR-71 if it was the 1800s.
That's my favorite jet.
Look at this.
That's
or
like the
who would
coolest
have to be
jet ever
worshiping
made
a
in the history
cocaine?
of jets.
It is. It's the greatest jet of all time. It's still the fastest record holder, isn't it?
And like,
I think so.
Didn't this one like?
I mean, yeah.
Didn't this one like Sentinel Island like group of people or something like an airplane crashed somewhere?
Well,
and the
Sentinel Island
airplane-
is the undisturbed tribe. They're the one that you can't roll up on without them trying to
Yes,
attack
yeah,
or kill
because
you,
they
and
like
it's illegal to go to their island now.
But like, there's also a group of people that were like that around there, where an airplane crashed, like in the 40s. It was a World War II supply plane, and like all it had was just tons of supplies, and so these people like ended up worshiping this plane because it brought all these things to them.
Well, also, isn't it pretty much a fact now? They think that, like, I mean, not a fact, but like they're pretty sure now that the Vikings came to North America at some point.
Yeah.
Well,
Like
to
Celts,
be, at this point,
Norse,
it's a fact. At this point, it's the fact that the Americas were visited countless times by all sorts of people.
Yes.
Christopher Columbus
A
discovered
pantheon of
it.
individuals.
Christopher Columbus discovered it for a certain group of people. For a certain, you know what I mean? It wasn't the first one to set foot here. He was
doing it
discovered
for empire.
He discovered it for a certain person who was tasked with discovering it. We're not
Leif
sure where it is.
Erikson.
Go find it.
That's just one, but like I think they were there before even Leif Erikson. There's a lot of compelling evidence we're finding now.
There's actual proof people were here 10,000 years ago and
In
beyond.
Castilian Springs, where
look
I'm at,
look at the Northwest. They finally started digging up there, and they found small vessels and stuff buried that are like in like the 15 to 25,000-year-old range. Like it's
like
all alive.
I think it's controversial to some like archaeologists and scientists and whatever. I don't know what scientists would be covering this. Maybe Leif could tell me, but like they study like, okay, these ancient civilizations, and it's like they couldn't have been until this point, right? But like there's people that
echolocation and sonar.
The younger Dryas thing. They thought
the older Dryas and the younger Dryas. Yes.
Yeah. And like now that's another theory that it could have just wiped out an entire civilization before we even find it. I don't know.
It's becoming more and more like
it's absolutely proven at this point. It's trickling into mainstream, but it's absolutely proven at this point that approximately 11,000 years ago, the great melting of pulse water 1b caused a great extinction event. But this is actually a common lie that we're taught in school, that Christopher Columbus accidentally found America trying to find India, so he named the people Indians. India was not called India back then. It was Hindustan, and if he was going to name the people after India, he would actually name them Hindus, but they were called Indians because it means people with God. India's people, like he named them because they were highly spiritual people that he came across, so he nicknamed them based off their connection to the spirit. He called them Indians, meaning people with God. Indians is American translation of the Spanish term he used for it, but thinking that he named them after India is an absolute fabrication and a lie. And we're taught that just like an old wives' tale. It's factually not true.
Well, and where I'm at in Tennessee, just like northeast of us, there's a place called Castilian Springs, and if you go there, it's a bunch of rich dudes in the 1800s bought it up because of the local tales, but it does have ancient sites that show like Mayan style ruins. And there was a cave found there called the Cave of Skulls, and it's a huge burial site.
Yeah.
Gold Mayan coins. Yeah. Gold Mayan coins in Tennessee. They're telling, and the TVA, the Tennessee Valley Authority, they made those bodies of water to conveniently cover up these places that have those ancient sites. It's a cover up. It's not to help us.
Well,
it's fucked up. The more that I'm learning,
they won't even let some people go in there because they don't like the
national parks are the same thing.
National parks are a cover up
that they don't want you to see.
National parks are a federal cover up operation.
Yes, they are.
The Black Files, the Black Files episode, Mark, where the guy they went into Grand Canyon. He found all these artifacts, and they're like, "No, we don't know what you're talking about." Like the Smithsonian's like,
newspapers
"No, we have
even.
no idea what you're talking about." Yeah,
They went in, found him, came back, wrote newspaper articles on him, went back to revisit him again, and were boxed out by the authorities, never to be allowed to go back again.
and this is in Texas. Was it Texas? They found a hammer that was encased in the rock had came up around it in this cave, and it was like 10,000 years old. And like, there's no way that this could possibly be. They didn't even know there because they claimed archaeologists claimed they didn't have hammers at that point in time, right?
The archaeologists are a bunch of jokes.
Well, Graham.
I don't think it's the archaeologists. I think they're getting controlled by the. So this is what I think.
They're
universities.
They're joking in a sense, Caroline, that they're easily affected by ego and money. Anytime you get into mainstream academia, they naturally think they know they think they know everything, and they're happy and confident. They're happy and confident. They're happy and confident with their stature, and they push back against any kind of new knowledge because they already figured it out. Their whole career is based off of the fact that they have something figured out. Just look up stuff like Göbekli Tepe, Karen Tepe,
bro. I know.
the American Northwest.
Shut up for a second. Shut the fuck up.
You can't interrupt me in the middle of a sentence.
Yes, I can. So, what happened was, universities are big. They're like gangs.
Yeah,
but they're gangs
they rely on
nerds,
donations.
and so they're gangs with people at the top who have very specific agendas with other powerful people. And because of that, any information that is collected that goes against that agenda, these fucking scientists that discover this groundbreaking thing and want to report it and share all the information, they disappear, or their careers kind of get sidelined and the information goes fucking.
You and I talked about it, Caroline, when I was, I spend a lot of time actually digging through files myself, and me and Caroline were looking at some that, because we both enjoy there's an entertainment aspect, I think, to education. It's really fun and it never stops. And we were looking at how we're looking at how some of the most mainstream kind of celebrity scientists, like the ones that you enjoy buying their book, they're great at communicating, how some of them were financially attached to Epstein because he was a huge donor to their departments and their sciences and stuff like that. I was trying to get to the bottom of because I'm hoping that they're not involved with him on an illegal level, because that would break because I look up to some of these people. I'm a huge Richard Dawkins fan. There's a lot about what he believes that I don't and stuff, but he's such a great communicator. I used to love Lawrence Krauss as a theoretical physicist, and he turned out to be a dirtbag long before these files were released. And you actually see where he was emailing and corresponding with Epstein, not about Epstein's illegal stuff, but how to get the spin on PR for his legal troubles he was going through. And it's crazy to see how attached our mainstream science from the biggest communicators that trickle down all through their fields were to the elite class because they need the money to fund their departments.
I don't go into every conspiracy theory, and I don't read a lot of them. I know enough of them.
Yeah, I don't either.
And you know what? I know enough to say I don't ever want to make an invention that helps humanity. Because if I do that,
you'll get killed. You'll die. Don't ever come up with free energy.
100%, Sledge. The most manipulative, dishonest scientists that you'll find anywhere in the mainstream are the ones that are labeled climate scientists. 100% politicized liars.
Remember when and Graham Hancock was just asking questions, and now they're like, but he's got all these people that come after him and attack him and try to say he's a racist or something because of his theory.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
That was Flint Dibble who tried to smear him with calling him racist because they were projecting a history of Atlantis to be from a certain place, and Flint Dibble tried to spin it saying, "Oh, he's implying that they're white. He's a racist." Nobody knows what race the people from Atlantis would be because we haven't figured out where the fuck it was. But it was a mudslinging campaign by Flint Dibble, and it backfired on Flint Dibble more than anything.
Carolyn, so you were saying earlier about the universities and these guys are studies. They don't want to lose their grants too, right? If their theory was proven wrong, nobody would want their field of study to be studied anymore.
And
right?
The guys at the head are the ones that give out the money. So it's a very controlled and very, it's like a gang. It's like, the boss don't like the work you're doing. The boss says stop. You know, it's that kind of thing.
The gatekeeping kind of thing too.
It's very gatekeeping.
Well,
They only support the science they want.
Well, I'm about to say what the reality of it at like at a top level, because these people legit, like, to be fair, to play the devil's advocate, these science departments really do require funding. So there are people that it is their
do things that are good.
There are people that it's their legitimate good faith job to try to go out and find people interested in their field that would be interested in helping finance what they're doing. But what happens, unfortunately, is the people that are first to show up with money are the ones that say, hey, if your work can produce these results, I would be happy to fund it, because they can then take those results and take it back to the other areas that they participate in and turn it into a means of financial money making.
Yeah, you always get the
if you can produce that the climate change is man-made and the ocean waters are rising tomorrow, I'll fund you. And if you can hand me that research, I'll take it over here and I will start carbon taxing people with this data.
Yeah, well, the problem is also there's a story about a guy that discovered like the leaded gasoline was dangerous to people, right? And they leaded paint. And he told everybody about this stuff being in the old companies and the other companies that like use the lead. They tried to ruin this guy's life, and they found scientists that they could pay off and pay more money to that would say no, this causes cancer. It's perfectly fine for everybody to have lead and everything.
They happen, or the companies that if you discover something, they'll hire you and buy you off.
Yeah,
and then you work for them.
What about like there's another
watch the window wiper movie. See what happened to that fucking guy.
What's it called? What's it called?
Oh, watch the window wiper movie. I can't remember who was in it, but it was a movie about window wipers on your car, and they fucked that guy up, man. Like they did.
That patent was worth a lot of money. A lot of window wipers out there.
I think everybody should read the book of Enoch.
He wound up winning in court eventually, I think, but it took a long time for him to even get any kind of credit for that.
Yeah, like the guys that like try
and
to
that's just window washer wipers, man. That's not like free energy or fucking whatever else. So they're willing to do that over window wipers. Can you imagine? Come on now.
What was the guys that were trying? Mark, there's another White House one. It was like he showed where like all these guys that tried to get this technology that would do away with like the internal combustion engine have all just he just ended up all of a sudden was depressed, even though he'd been making plans for 2 months. And
one was killed in public while eating dinner. Was poisoned in public.
There's an Asian guy. I remember it very specifically on 60 Minutes or something when I was a kid. The guy had a water car. That guy is no longer around.
The hydro-powered engine guy was poisoned in public while eating dinner.
Yeah.
Ironically, it was him and his son. They were meeting two investors that were wanting to support and back him, and he was killed during that meeting. Never to get the investment.
And was it J.P. Morgan when J.P. Morgan found out that Nikola Tesla was going to try to invent it so people didn't have to pay for power, and it was just free to everybody? They're like, no, we're shutting this down.
Yeah, I like the idea of that wireless free energy going out kind of thing, but like I don't think that it would actually work without killing people in the area on the scale that would need to work. You can do it like in small scale, you know what I mean? Like you can run one of those little metal balls that shoot a little lightning off, Caroline, that you can put your hand on and it lets your hair stand up. Like if you hold a light bulb while you stand,
machine. That's like a Tesla coil.
Yeah, if you stand next to one of those holding a light bulb,
shows the emanations.
If you stand next to one of those holding a light bulb, you can get the light bulb to light up because of electricity there. But you can't actually power something that requires a lot of power because it's so spread thin. It's like to get it to focus on something that requires juice.
It's called a Faraday cage. It's named after Faraday, the English scientist. Yeah.
Well, these are Faraday cages. Like you, basically, the EMF doesn't penetrate it.
Yeah.
Lots of bad decisions. Why pay for war when we have seniors in the USA living in poverty? These are all maybe
good points.
It's not about not having the money. We have the money. They don't want to spend it on us. They want to kill people.
Yeah.
It's an industrial military complex.
Yeah.
We made a deal with the devil.
It's crazy. Like you can fully fund the military full scale as much as you want. You can still at the same
It's all the
time,
black money. It's the
you can
Pentagon
still at
black
the
money.
same time do a lot more for elderly and veterans. Like it's not one or the other. Like it's just, what do you like all the stupid things that money gets spent on? Because I don't think spending money on defense is stupid. I like the idea. Me personally, I like the idea of our military being so fucking big that you have to be a completely stupid, suicidal country to try us up. I like the idea of our country being that safe. But you can be that safe.
I don't like the CIA.
You can be that safe and still
We're not safe.
take care of people better. Like it's not one or the other.
It's the CIA's got a government that it's adhering to outside of the law with its own bank
You know what it's
and
called?
its own
It's
crime
called-
syndicate.
It's called the deep state. It's been around ever since the 60s, and we were warned about it. And it's only gotten bigger. It's the real
It's
operating
when the
arm.
mob and the law decided we're going to party.
And then the law decided to get rid of the mob, and they became the mob.
Exactly.
Mm.
The FBI cleansed
I wish
them.
I could say you guys
We
are wrong,
okay.
but you're not.
Okay, touche, Bobby.
I don't know, man. They're going to justify it whether we want them to or not, though, unfortunately. But unfortunately, it's the guys that are in the uniform that are going to pay for it. Yeah.
No,
Well,
Bobby,
I'm
you're not.
not-
You ain't in
dude,
there.
hey, Drew, don't get me wrong. I am not saying just to simply throw money at poor people or old people. Throwing money at something never improves it. All it does is create more corruption. You can look at stuff from what California's done in that aspect. You can look at stuff like the Department of Education. More money never means better outcome. It typically means the opposite. There's a counterintuitive effect when you add more money to government, you get worse results. I said you can do more for people. You can do more. It doesn't mean just simply giving them more money, like more programs. I think a lot of it, if you want to see actual positive results, it has to happen on like a societal level, on like a neighborhood level. And some of y'all might not like it, but some of the best outcomes you'll see is what churches do in local areas because it's directly in their community where people feel safe, where there's a personal level.
The church was a great place to start that back in the day.
Well, they still are. There's always bad actors, but there's still are, like to this day, the best outcomes you'll see
It's
per
one
capita
place to start.
are church outreach programs or volunteer outreach programs. It always is. But you need to,
when you think about being
you
poor,
can put funding into, you can put some, not necessarily funding, but you can put backing, you can put support into those kind of things that already have like a method for outreach.
Well, I mean, like I heard what Drew's saying, I'm pro-war, but I'm not. I'm pro-war when we need to go to war. I'm not pro-war when we are being influenced by outside countries.
Pro-war and anti-bomb.
I'm gonna skirt around the actual elephant in the room because I don't want to get fucking canceled by YouTube. But it starts with A, ends with a C.
A
and
ends with C.
It's 4 letters.
4 letters.
Sounds like
Acme.
It ends with a C.
Yep. That's what's involved. That's what we have foreign people influencing our government to do things like that.
You sure it doesn't have 3 letters?
You sure it doesn't end with a K?
Wait, I was thinking of a different letter. We're all thinking of different. Matt, put it in the private chat. I'm lost.
You'll see why I don't want to say it. Okay.
Do you guys think that right now in the world there's too much richness?
Oh,
it's
yeah, I was just thinking of the
the
3-letter version of that, Matt.
Okay, my bad. I was trying to think of how many letters were in it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, same thing.
Mark. God damn it.
Sorry.
Do you think right now, like with the world's monetary, money, like I know there's third world countries where like everyone's got like 3% of all the money and everyone else is dirt poor. You think it's getting to be like that world round, like everywhere now? Do you think the concentration of money is getting so small?
Yeah. Well, first off, can I ask you, what do you think like in America, what do you think like the mean income is for a household?
For a household?
Yeah, without y'all looking up, what do y'all think it is?
For Arizona?
No, for America. For America, what do you think it is?
Gross or
average?
Depends where you are, for sure.
The mean income, like the
50K, average 30,
higher. Higher.
70.
Higher.
100.
It's 80,000 a year. So we're not doing as bad as you think. Keep in mind, real quick, let me just point out, all 6 of us are sitting here on a panel right now instead of out hustling and bustling for a meal or to cover a bill. Like it's easy because, like Caroline pointed out, that it's easy because of how Caroline pointed out social media impact and what it does for control and stuff, to think one thing that's pushed so heavily. If all people do is spotlight, look how rich this person is, look how rich this person is, look how rich this person is, all you're thinking about is how rich that person is.
What is real wealth to you? What is real wealth?
Not even that, but like the fact, like there's always people with more money and always people with less money, but America doesn't have a hunger problem. No one has to go hungry in America.
Yes, we fucking do, my friend.
No, we don't.
There's a ton of kids in the inner city that don't
before you think America has a hunger problem. What does a hunger problem look like? Because there's countries where people don't have access.
Inner city food deserts.
There's people
not a third world country.
Time out here. There are countries where people do not have access to food, whether they want it or not. That's not the case in America. There are people that don't go grocery shopping themselves, but we have a country that's set up where you have food banks, where you have social programs. We don't have a hunger problem. You have some people that want to be doing better than they are doing. That's a fact. You have nobody dying. There's literally nobody dying in the streets to hunger in America.
Oh, man, there was kids. I mean, they weren't dying of hunger, but there were kids I went to school with that, like, the teachers and the staff were concerned that when school was out, they didn't get their free lunch that they used to get the free lunch program. They were going to eat that that summer.
Now, is that on the kid or is that on the parent for not having food stamps? You can't.
Doesn't matter.
Government. It's on the fucking government.
They're hungry.
Yes, it matters, Caroline. So, like right now, if I stopped feeding my children, is it because America has a food problem or because I didn't feed my children?
Problem.
Because
the wealth disparity now is greater than it has been in the French Revolution.
If I stopped feeding my children,
bread baskets need to be brought out.
If I stop feeding my children, is it because America has a food problem or because I didn't feed my children?
Maybe you lost your job. Maybe you can't feed your children because you don't have a job.
That's where government assistance comes in, and they provide. Our government provides. I don't know what you're saying, Caroline, because you're talking behind me. Our government provides food for people who cannot provide food for themselves. There's countless countries that are incapable of providing food for hungry people. Our country does provide it for hungry people.
You're fucking delusional. You are fucking drinking the Kool-Aid.
I'm not drinking Kool-Aid. I'm literally
real quick, Mark.
Y'all are crazy. Like y'all are literally social media manipulated. If you think that there's a starvation problem in America,
poor people, that's there's a reason for that too. House of L.
Yeah, because they eat a lot.
We gave people access to food that was high in sugar. They got fat, and now we're selling them GLP-1s that we know that we're going to need.
Can I tell you something?
Please.
When I was 18, I went to I was an order exchange student. I went to the Philippines, okay? And I stayed with the Secretary of Tourism of the Philippines in his house. Cool. Yeah. Do you know how he had a bodyguard? He had a chauffeur. He had 6 maids. Do you know how much the maids made every month?
Probably like $6, $10,
$50, and they sent it back to their villages to their family. The bodyguard who was in charge of throwing his life in front of his, he was making.
Hey, I real quick, I encourage y'all, because what you think and what is reality is so far off on this. Because I actually did see, y'all forget that before I say crazy shit, I've actually looked into it. How many people a year do you think die of starvation in America?
Well, you're making.
I'm not telling my story, Mark. Can I just finish real quick?
Yeah, I didn't hear about how much the fucking bodyguard made because you're talking over her.
Yeah, the bodyguard makes $100 a month and he sends it back to his family. My point is that they were so rich. As soon as we go out to the normal areas, there were people flooded the streets. There were brownouts, no traffic lights. Everyone was just traffic jammed everywhere. People are trying to sell single cigarettes at cars because they're so poor. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare, and it was because all the wealth had transferred to a small part.
I don't count people buying Little Debbie's on Snap as a luxury item, but whatever. I guess.
Everything is a
Drew is being
nightmare.
facetious. I think Drew is very strongly arguing in our favor because you don't see that.
We do down here. Like we have restaurants like Crab King and stuff that have big old signs on the side that says taking EBT and stuff. So you're allowed to go buy like crab legs and shit and all kinds of stuff.
That's
I think the idea
too if they send you to your death in Iran. So it's
those two things are not directly connected. But real quick, back to it real quick, Matt. But all of y'all, how many people annually in America do you think die of starvation?
Well, see, that's what I say. I think you're being a little bit like, because you're missing the point of what I'm saying here. I'm not saying people are like the Ethiopians were in the 80s here. What I'm saying is there's people that probably don't get enough food. I've heard people, I know people that do apply for food stamps that do eligible for it. They only get like $60 off of it. So what are they supposed to do with that? That's why I'm not saying people are starving, literally
bread, and buy essentials. I guess by essentials, right? But if they were getting that little, wouldn't they like ultimately like die of malnutrition?
They're slowly starving to death and don't have the cognitive capacity to act in any other way.
I'm still waiting for an answer. How many people die of starvation in America?
I got it, Mark.
The slow starvation. Does it only count if it's death? Does it have to be death for you?
How many people die of starvation?
Here we go. How many
America?
people starve to death in America? Right? Okay.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know.
Well, it says the United States deaths from malnutrition and hunger have significantly increased with a reported rise of 600% in recent years. Huh. Okay.
How many people die of starvation in America? I'm still waiting.
Okay.
You want me? I can answer it whenever you're ready.
Oh, you know.
Yes, I told y'all. I've looked.
However many it is, it's too many.
I'm not spitballing this conversation. It's something that I'm aware of.
Then what is the number?
On average, 20 to 30 people die of starvation annually in America, which all of them are extreme cases that typically include neglect and or mental illness. Literally nobody is dying in America because they don't have access to food who wants access to food.
Well, I didn't mean that. I meant they're less healthy though, and they're less like.
I'm not talking like you can have Matt. We can have millionaires that die at young ages of bad health. Like that's all personal choice.
Okay,
and
for
some people have different.
that's-
Some people have different choices and different access than others. Granted, that's the case literally everywhere. Nothing is one-to-one the same ever. But as far as access to food, Canada's the same way. Like that's awesome. That's something to be like, oh, that's awesome. Why would we pretend like we don't have like a country that's good about creating access to food? Like that's crazy to not think
I have
like
a
that's something to
statistic for
celebrate.
you for the starvation of the United States. Okay, 0.89 to 100,000 people starve to death in America per year.
Source.
Okay. Law firm.
A law firm. Oh, that's
Yeah.
a
A
good
law
guess.
firm? What? What is a law firm?
Go to the
Law firm.
CDC or
It's
something that actually tracks all this
law
stuff.
firm.
What the, I'm
Starvation
sorry,
deaths in the United States.
I'm sorry, but what does a law firm know about this shit?
Is it the Southern Poverty Law Center, maybe?
Debatable.
And you have the starvation versus malnutrition as well, but
No, starve
Yeah.
to death in America per year. As of 2022, approximately 12.8% of American households experience food insecurity,
food
Okay.
insecurity is like
which translates to 44.2 million Americans living in food
Karen Carpenter suffered from food insecurity.
No, I think
That's a
what I'm
deep
trying to
cut
say is
joke right there.
Around
people that don't have enough to eat,
17.3% of
that's all I'm saying. I didn't say that people were starving to death. I just said there's people that don't have enough to eat.
Bogsy, how are you
17% of
today,
households
buddy?
with children
Yeah, I'm not
have
one of
food
them.
insecurity.
Obviously, I'm not one of them. So,
Bogsy, how are you today?
I've been up since 6 a.m. because of work, but I'm good.
Did you already work your shift for the day?
Yes.
Oh, that's an early shift, short shift too.
Yep.
How'd you manage that?
They just randomly scheduled me.
and he said, I'm leaving and I don't care what y'all say. And
No, literally after this, I'm going back to sleep.
I had to put on my tinfoil hat for a minute and talk to the.
Oh, you
Where's
got
my
one?
Miss Kitty?
Oh,
Miss Kitty.
Every now and then her tail just passes by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it looks like a giant Reese cup.
Yeah, I had to go channel my. I had to go do some weird shit.
There was some levitating furniture, a little bit of sage involved.
Izzy's live from C2E2 as we speak.
There we go.
You got to cleanse the house every now and then with that sage, you know.
So I think like what I'm doing is I'm growing a garden.
Did he steal your picture, Mark?
Hell yeah. He screenshot it from just a little bit ago. Go ahead, Caroline. Caroline's got her new place here with some land. This is super cool what she's got going on.
Karen Carpenter was like the best drummer.
No, I made a joke about that before you popped back on, but you're about to talk about your garden though.
I'd say top 5, but not the best. I'm sorry.
So I think like I'm growing a garden, and like I've got a lot of friends and stuff around this area, people that I know, and I think it starts with community. And if you integrate and you create a life with others that love and value the same things as you, and once you build upon that, that's how you self-sustain. You learn to anybody can live a good, wonderful life off the land and absolutely need nothing.
There's my representative, or former representative.
You can't live off the land in America anymore because a lot of places aren't zoned for farming.
All right,
and you know what? That's why laws don't matter. That's why laws
used to be my agent, and then he left me.
Check stop rolling in logs.
I did, Steph, and I'll also acknowledge we need to do a lot better. Despite that,
that's too many people. America, the richest country in the world.
Dude, in a nutshell, like my philosophy toward this country is this is the greatest country in the history of the planet, and we have a lot of improvements to make. Both of those things can be true in my mind. Like, there's a lot of things we need to improve on. We are still the greatest country on the planet. I would rather live nowhere else.
But yeah,
you know, a lot of people on the planet agree with you. That's why we came to the border.
Yeah,
why we need to secure those borders and lock them out.
There's no other country in the world where people literally die to get there.
Keep those bleakers above that border.
I don't believe with this whole eating the rich thing, man.
I don't either.
They don't taste
want
good.
to eat any rich people, but I believe they should be relegated to hard labor.
If you're gonna eat people,
kind of like Starship Trooper style. Now, I've thought about this a lot. Like, this will be a little controversial, but the idea of like earning citizenship rights, certain ones, like to be allowed to vote, should you at least serve 4 years in the military, or should you be required to take a civics class at the bare minimum, like a free civics class? Like, we have computers these days, take it on, like whatever, like something that shows that you are a little bit knowledgeable about how a country operates and the one you live in.
Civil service doesn't have to equate to military service.
Before you have a baby, you have to like pass this class because
do you guys think that rich people often use Amazon?
Say again, please.
Do you guys think rich people often use Amazon?
All the time?
I do because
I think it's more of a common thing. I think it's more of a common.
Hey, Mark.
Caroline will know who I'm talking about. But the Queen of Versailles, that lady whose husband built the timeshare guy, and her husband built the big house. That documentary with her, which her name's Jackie. She's a pleasant individual, and she used Amazon a lot.
What I'm saying is Jeff Bezos didn't get rich during COVID because of rich people. I think he got rich because poor people don't know how to spend their money.
Well, that's the thing, is poor people don't know how to spend their money. And when I was talking in the chat about SNAP benefits and the thing people spend their SNAP benefits on, that's 100% accurate. People will come into my store, they will spend their SNAP benefits on like Dubai chocolate bars, which is like $9 for a chocolate bar.
And don't get me wrong,
they want chocolate.
They'll get mozzarella sticks and a chocolate bar, and then they'll scrounge their quarters to buy cigarettes. Guess what? The government gave you $80 this month to eat. They didn't give you $80 for mozzarella
They
sticks
also
and fucking
also
Dubai chocolate bars.
Yeah, but how much is the
So now you're addicted to cigarettes. So now you're buying the cigarettes.
how much is $80 for the groceries even get these days?
If you spend it wisely on fresh produce,
Bro,
you get a lot. You get a lot.
I grocery shop and I tell my kids no a lot to a lot of things. I
Stay out of the
systematically
aisles. You don't
shop.
look at the end caps.
I systematically shop.
Food,
You know, I don't
produce,
have
produce,
any
protein,
assistance.
dairy. You get the hell out of there. You get out of there for a really low amount of money. You can buy the vegetables.
If I stock up my house, aiming at it like lasting 2 weeks with like maybe one trip back for knickknack stuff because we like switch up a meal idea, and that includes snacks for the kids and stuff. I'm looking at approximately 170 to 250 depending on how hardcore I go in one area or another, and that'll last me a couple of weeks, and a lot of that stuff will last me beyond that, but that'll like guarantee me a couple of weeks based off what I feel for dinner those days, kind of thing.
Ignoring luxury, you can feed a family of 4 for less than $100 a week.
Increases in wages are not equaling increases in prices. I do agree with that. Absolutely. I do think that
increases in federal required wages, like down here, for example, like federal minimum wage is $7.25. McDonald's hires starting at like $15.
At least.
Well, the thing is, though, like the amount of money people make, the profits are going way up, but the wages people make is not really been going up.
By the way, I don't live in the U.S. I live in Albonia.
Albonia.
I live in Latveria.
Wait.
Dude,
I want Boggs to tell that joke
Albania?
again from this camera angle.
I said I live in Albonia.
Boggs, I don't think I've ever
Best
seen you
city
sitting
ever.
up straight on a stream before.
I know it's kind of odd. It's weird.
And it's very off-putting.
Yes.
Will's like all upright. What is
Get
that about?
adjusted to, you know, like I feel like you're very like, you know, muscle.
Anyway, I gotta take off. I gotta go to work so I can afford some shitty expensive groceries.
I think a lot of the problem with that.
chocolate, Bleaker.
I know. I gotta buy chocolate milk.
Go get them chocolates, baby.
I think y'all missed the part where Drew said Dubai chocolate. I don't know if y'all are aware of it.
Dubai
It's a new
chocolate.
craze. It's a new craze thanks to TikTok, but like just a littlest piece of Dubai
Good.
chocolate is going to cost like $6 to $10. It's insane.
The one thing I do treat myself with is expensive chocolate milk. I don't do it like I don't treat a lot because I am not rich. I'm not.
You know
very,
what's
How did
crazy,
you find
Bleaker?
such an
but
expensive
I do buy expensive chocolate milk.
There's a lot of grown men that I'm finding now that their little secret thing is chalky milk, and it's kind of weird.
Chalky milk.
Do y'all use
milk is one of the
the
best
powder
sources
and
of
mix it
protein.
yourself, or just buy it already chalky?
I love the powdered stuff. I love the powdered stuff.
My brother loves the powdered
I
stuff
did
when he was a kid.
I did the Nesquik powder as a
Little
kid.
boys are so funny.
That's what my mom used my whole life. She loved chalky milk.
Little
Yeah,
boys
we-
are chalky
Hershey
milk.
syrup.
The Hershey chocolate syrup.
I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day and take off into.
As a low
Exactly.
income person, I spend a
What were you
higher
saying about
percentage
my
on
muscles?
Silver Age
They're
keys.
huge, I know.
I'm gonna put on my tinfoil after this. And convene
I
with
think we
the
should all
fucking
just.
spirit.
I'm just going to take the substance, like in that movie, and just split off
Dude, why
into two
does the
different
shirt
people.
make me look big?
That movie was
We need Soylent
weird.
Green.
I'm
We
gonna
can
do
take
some
all these old
spice.
poor people
It
and
was
feed them to
weird,
the
but
rich
it was
people,
good.
and we can
It
all
was a
be
good
happy.
weird, in my opinion.
Say again,
Little
Drew.
Benny Gesserit.
We need Soylent Green.
Oh,
We
I'm
need
not
to
a-
feed these old poor people to the rich people and call it a day.
I'm about to fuck with your genetic timeline, bitch.
Matt,
Like
what
the
were you
biggest
saying about,
issue with people is that we're not spending money on things that are important. We look at things that are absolute luxuries as a daily expense, and that is like the fact that if you're on if I was on SNAP benefits, if I was getting money from the government, I would be doing my best to eat rice and beans and fresh vegetables and getting the most out of my dollar when I spent it at the grocery store. I wouldn't be going to the corner store and buying a small bag of Doritos for $3 when I could, if I had the money for Doritos, go to a big box store and get a family size bag of Doritos for
Maybe
$5.
they don't have a car
You
to
know?
go to the box store. Maybe they can only afford to walk to the corner store.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the thing is you budget your money. You can't just only walk to the corner store and spend your money that way. You have to then look at the bigger picture and realize you're spending more money walking to the corner store than you would getting an Uber to a Walmart and actually doing more actual, doing actual grocery shopping.
Hey, where I live, bro, there ain't no thing. There ain't no such thing as Uber where I live. There's people living in these hollers up here. The only time they get out, somebody gives them a ride.
You live in a holler up there, then plant your own vegetables.
There's always a reason. There's always an example on it, but
there's always an answer for every
people
problem.
are not able to do that kind of thing. I'm not able to do that. If you're on disability, you cannot make if you somebody gave me somebody gave me $1,500, they're going to take your money, cut it to half until you pay it back to them.
Not everybody has the
property. You can't anything.
And look, Donovan drives trucks for a living. He just pointed out Walmart, they deliver SNAP.
Interesting.
I don't think that the Uber takes EBT cards either.
Yeah, but Walmart won't deliver.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, Evil says on your food stamps you can't.
Not where I'm at, they won't. They won't deliver here.
Disability is a very different thing
They don't
than
make it
just
easy.
straight up on benefits because you don't work.
Yeah, I think it's
Not being able to work and not working are two totally different things.
There's a little
Yeah.
aspect of this, like
Not being at work
where do
means-
y'all stand on the idea, like, since when was life ever easy for anybody in the past? Like everybody
Easy as
has
it's ever
their
been.
own. We all have shared challenges as humans in this country, as Americans, and we all have unique challenges to ourselves, to our own family. But when in the history of the world, of existence, of creation, whatever, was life just easier given to you, or you're expected to be handed?
I'm not trying to say
was awesome.
I'm not trying to downplay anybody's struggle whatsoever, but being poor in America today, it is the best time and place to ever fucking be poor by far.
Yes.
By far. Go back 10 years and go to India and be poor. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead.
You can go to
shit in a
India
river
and
and
be
you're
rich
dead.
and be dead.
Have
You
fun
can be
shitting in
rich
a river
here
and
and
being
be
dead.
Dysentery.
Shit in a river and be
What is
dead.
this,
That's what you can do in the rest of the world. You can shit in a river and be dead. I don't
Do
know.
you think Steve Jobs is really dead?
Steve Jobs is definitely dead.
All right, then you go.
Yeah, he's not. They haven't made a robot of him yet, but when they do,
A
damn, that
robot.
clanker's going to be hard to defeat.
No, it's a robot.
A rowboat.
Robot.
Steve Jobs rowboats are great.
Yeah, that's why you get
That's responsible. That's responsible, Biggie Chic. I get Uber Eats not because I like spending copious amounts of cash, but it's not prudent for me to go to McDonald's while buzzed.
It's way more prudent for you to go to
Saving
McDonald's
lives,
while
Biggie.
being buzzed than it
Saving
is to spend
lives.
$40 on a Big Mac and fries. Trust me on that. Take the chance, drink and drive, and save yourself $30.
No.
No.
You
I
know,
love a
you know
good- I
the
love a
economy's
good joke,
bad
but
when
some
he's
things
saying
don't
drink
think
and
is
drive
bad.
to save money.
Look, I'm going to tell you this much. People tell you
Friend.
not to drink and drive,
Every other
but at
way.
the same time, every bar I've ever been to has this thing called a parking lot. And if you're not supposed to drink and drive, why is that a thing?
It's for the
Well,
designated
I was
driver.
gonna say I don't think you should because I got two good friends that died drinking and driving.
Look, I've had 2 DUIs. Don't ask me.
Woo! Opposite
Illusions?
Madam,
Yes.
I'll ask you later.
What's up?
Hi, Will.
Hi. No, I
Hi. Way over there.
I'm tired. I have no idea.
Yep, I did too, Donovan.
Will, did you see it coming out with a new cover?
I was the manager of Movie Stop. I
Do I
worked
get
at
the
Red
free one?
Robins, and I worked for Tracer Production Studios all at the same time.
You worked at Red Robin?
That's where me and my wife met.
I worked
I
at
got
Red
a
Robin,
topic.
too.
Are tricks? Do you think tricks are really for kids?
Yes.
I think that's
Depends what kind
a
of
great
tricks you're talking
marketing
about.
strategy. Fill your kid with these sugars and food dyes. They're for them.
Do you remember, like, when I was little, I was putting, like, cereal in my bowl and I was taking spoonfuls of sugar and putting it on top of
On
it
top
and then
of
putting
it.
milk on top of it?
Yeah, like, oh, this makes it taste better.
Jesus Christ.
I want the big sheet there. He says, come with the bar, so I'll give you my whole annual number 12 for a ham sandwich.
That's fine.
T-Dub said, y'all are getting all the right messaging from the comic. Superman should charge for his services.
He should.
Superman
was
shouldn't
smart.
charge for his services.
Like,
He
he
owes
was-
it to Earth for giving him a safe haven.
Yeah, that's
He's
the
an
way
alien.
he sees it. He's
an
giving
outsider
back.
and he's paying his rent.
Yeah,
Batman
he
should
said
be
he's
on the
giving back to the place that gave him so much.
Exactly. We've given him more than he's given us.
Batman should be on the GPD payroll at least, right? I mean,
Thankful we didn't kick him off the earth.
Oh, why don't you go home? Oh, wait, your planet doesn't exist anymore, you dumb Kryptonian. Do our
Yeah,
bidding, save our cats out of
honest,
trees.
honest
Be
question.
thankful for what you get.
Like by nature, like I think when people discover that altruism is truly a selfish action, like I mean this in a good way, like helping other people is almost the greatest gift you can discover for yourself.
Yes.
And I don't mean like you owe people this, you owe people that, you should do this specifically. It could be something as little as helping your neighbor who you're friends with. But I'm just saying, like, being useful to other people is one of the most useful things you can do to yourself. Like, that's the message that Superman really shines and shows. And I'm wondering how many people have, like, because we live in a very selfish society. And when people discover
works.
that one of the most
It
selfish
works.
things you can do is help other people and how much that does for yourself, man, I think a lot of people are missing out on that. And you don't have to
You
do
guys
something
need to
large
get into
scale.
it. It really makes you feel good. You feel like the
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
good.
it's like one of those great positive
Paying it forward
paradoxes.
makes it you
I
feel
like
really
pigeon
good.
punting. That makes me feel good.
You know,
What'd you
like
say?
I
didn't know they made birds that small.
I'm going to tell you guys a story. So I had some guys come in and do my internet like yesterday. They're around my age, maybe a few years younger. And they looked and they were like, oh, these are comics. Like, because they're guys and they're dudes, all right, you know. And I was like, yeah, I have a problem. And like they were talking about, oh man, I love Batman. Oh man, I love Spider-Man. I sent them motherfuckers home with a stack of comics each. And it made them so happy and excited. And they started talking to me about video games they like and all this stuff. But it's like just little shit like that, just connecting to a human, finding something they like, and just like me being able to put some of their childhood back in their hands to light up their day. They didn't expect that. But little things like that, little acts of kindness, just for the fucking fact that there's going to be good in this world. That's some good Hobbit shit. That's some good Hobbit shit.
I don't think anybody is gonna sit here and espouse the fact that we shouldn't be helping people. I think that from my perspective,
Fuck everyone else. It's just me.
well, just cocaine madam over
that's
there. She's
my-
all zooted out.
my
She's-
line.
Steph, we went 3 hours and 15 before the first reference, but Drew got you. Rob's not here. That was the difference.
I had
These
to call
guys
back.
were a couple of.
But I think honestly the biggest issue is that like it's how we help people and what is actually helping people. And I think that we're at
what is help
as a society in America at large at this point.
We become like
sometimes help is imparting knowledge.
Well, I think
Giving them
that's
the knowledge to help
right. That's
themselves.
the problem is we're giving out too many fish and we're not teaching anybody how to
I was about
fucking
to say,
fish.
finish
Or
this
you
phrase.
gotta-
You can lead a horse
Yeah.
to water.
Right, you can feed
But
a man
they're
a fish, he'll
not
eat
being
today. If you
led a
teach a
lot
man
of
a fish, he'll eat forever. You got
Well,
to
maybe
you have
start
to
a
teach people
Thunderdome.
like how that works.
Fight it out in the Thunderdome, like in Mad Max.
Right.
There needs to be like work teacher, like teaching
This
work
kid-
programs. Like
Well, I think as far as like Mark was saying, like an earned citizenship, like civil service isn't definitely doesn't have to be military service. Like it could be like why are we paying people government wages to sit behind a desk at the MVA or the DMV when it can clearly be somebody's job they have to do as an 18-year-old getting out of high school where they have to contribute to society to work at the DMV for a fucking year. Like why
I
aren't
would
we doing
assume
that?
all
Like,
the pro-socialism, pro-communist people in this country would love that idea. Also,
all of those
like the
pro-socialist
idea of
programs
everyone
should be
having
run
to-
by people on their civil service.
Yeah, I think
It should be
everyone
a
in high
civil
school
service
should have to
program.
do like a year of witnessing, and then have to do a year of the army or some sort of military. And then I think like like some things will come together in their mind, you know.
But like it doesn't, I mean, it shouldn't have to be something so stringent as the military. It could be, oh, we have these programs where, we have to like after school programs for kids. If they're run by the city, then citizens should be the ones in charge of running them, right? Those should be placements, right? There should be educational programs run by these people, and they should be also imparting that knowledge so these people can also propagate that knowledge when they have the opportunity to serve, right? It should be a situation where all of these
I don't think
little
it should be
things that the
military,
government
but
does
people.
should.
He said that as an option.
Hey,
As an
Mark,
option,
did you?
not a-
Yeah,
not
you can
mandatory,
also
but as
you
a-
should also have the option to not be eligible for SNAP benefits and not be eligible to vote. Like
Mark,
if you don't serve, you don't get these things.
What's
Mark,
up, Bob?
did you?
Some
Did
people
you
can't
back
do
the
that. So I
project
can't. I
Madam
couldn't serve in the
Zahn?
military.
Well, that's
But
why he
I'm
didn't say
saying there'd be a special
military
program you
mandatory. He
could
said
serve.
military optional with other options.
I think military should be mandatory.
Am I the only one who's doing the cover thing?
What's up, Bogsy? Is that you sharing screen?
No, I said, am I the only one who's doing the cover thing?
What cover
Buying
thing?
Madam's cover.
What cover thing?
Oh, this is funny.
Oh,
Say
you're supporting the
socialism and
Kickstarter?
communism in the same breath, like it's the same thing. It isn't. People that think that it's not the same thing are just people that don't know any better. If you think that they're actually different,
really
and
not.
Carolina
Communism is a
roll her
type of
eyes like it.
socialism.
Like let's pretend.
Sorry, I
let's make
read. I
believe
don't.
that they're-
I'm a reader, not a breeder.
Let's make believe they're different when one's literally per the doctrine of them is a stepping stone to
What
the
you
other.
have seen is dictatorships. Use
I'm
the
not talking
guise and
about
terms.
dictatorship. I'm not talking about historical examples. I'm talking about the actual on paper doctrine of what
Yeah, and
these
if you look it up,
political
they're not the
ideologies
same.
are. It's not.
Socialism is when we.
This
own
is
the
just
means of
simply
production.
like where's the teacher comment? So going from this to
They
this
are.
is very funny.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it's true.
Public schools are socialism.
It's true. Yeah.
It's funny.
The road you drive on, socialism. The fucking
the-
firehouses, socialism. Police,
Socialism is
socialism.
social. Those are social
cat
programs.
is a function of
Socialism and social programs are not the same.
Yeah.
How do you have a
Okay.
cat? So are we a socialist country, Caroline?
There are socialist countries though that are not
We have
communist.
socialist programs.
We're
social
We have
democracy.
social programs. That's what I'm saying. Like
We're not
I'm
a
not talking
democracy.
about
We're
a
a
mixed
republic.
economy, which I'm a huge fan of.
Democratic Republic.
I'm a huge fan of a mixed economy, but I'm talking
A
about
representative
socialism
republic.
as a term, as an actual
We're an
political
oligarchy.
ideology,
It's true.
and
We're an
communism as a
oligarchy.
term, as a political ideology, not like attempted ones in the past, not like random like examples of a fire station. That just shows like we're not having the same conversation when that's like the rebuttal. Like that's like talking about baseball and oranges at the same time. Not the same conversation.
That's what he just said. That talking about socialism and communism is talking about baseball and oranges.
Would you consider Great Britain a communist nation?
Nope.
Well, they're a socialist country though.
Nope.
Yes, they are. They're socialist, bro.
They're a
So is
parliamentary
Norway, the
republic.
happiest nation on earth, run by women. But we're doing great here.
Caroline, mathematically, the more women that have been in charge over the history of the world,
I
the
know.
worse the world has gotten.
I
So
know.
let's not go ahead and espouse the joys of women in power.
Well, let's go
Oh,
back to this.
Whoa!
Wait, real quick. Do you
Women in
truly-
power would help
Oh my
everybody.
God.
You know why? What a matriarchy focuses on? Children.
Real quick, Matt,
Your
do you
children are
truly
at the
think Great
center.
Britain is a socialist nation?
They say they are. Are
We
they
need
lying?
equality. We need
They,
men and
they
women.
don't say
all
they
voting
are, and I'm
up,
not sure where
equal
you heard
maturity.
that. But this is the thing. Like, I don't like if
They
you
have
were
those five medicines?
if somebody has convinced you that they're a
Indira Gandhi
socialist
was
nation,
not good. But
like
the
you
Gandhi family,
have been deceived.
the Gandhi family they were not.
You've been deceived to think, oh, socialism's okay because look at Great Britain, they're okay. They're
No,
also
not.
a mixed economy with a capitalist forefront, with a parliamentary system like that.
Frankly, I don't think government by the few is good, period. Okay? I think accountability unto all.
Yeah,
and that we
T-Dub.
all
Authority
gonna
needs to
enforce
be
that? Who's gonna
authority
enforce it?
needs a centralized power structure in order for it to be effective.
Nope. I will
and
never put my will
you
outside
can't
of
let the
myself.
inmates run the asylum.
I'll never
We
put
already
my
have the
will
Can't let
inmates
the
outside
run
of
monkeys
myself.
run the zoo.
I'm not
The inmates
forfeiting
run
my
the
will
asylum
for
right now.
people
It's
to
called
tell me what
Congress
to
and
do.
Senate.
What about
None
them?
of those
They need to
people have
go.
our interests at heart.
No,
What do you
they're
mean they
losers.
need to go? The people voted them in. The people need to go.
Which people?
Everybody's there because they've been appointed by the people at large.
They're all
If
just
you have a problem with
representatives.
who
By
Congress
law-
is, you have a
by
problem
huge
with the populace
corporations
of
and
this
lobbyists.
country. The people need to go. We need to stop. I mean, that's the problem. But the lobbyists work for companies
Citizens
that
United
employ
is
the people. The people are the problem.
They
We're
don't
the
have the best
problem.
interest. All the lobbyists don't have the
We're
best
part of
interest
the problem.
people in
We
mind.
can also be the
biggest
solution.
problem with society is the people in it, and that will always be the case.
So do you think we should just get rid of humanity?
Yeah, this is kind of like one of those. This is like kind of one of those perspective things because, like, I don't think anybody is a fan of corporate lobbyists. What is a corporate lobbyist representative of? A small collective of
It's
people.
not just lobbyists. There are big PACs. that control-
Corporation usually too.
Like, okay, who
Yeah,
are they
like
going to
super PACs, lobbyists, like I got you. But what are they representative of? A collective of people.
Oil, whatever, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
you
but it's a
know.
collective of people. It's people
Rich
trying to make money to, it's kind of like
They're trying to control.
But we
Yeah,
don't
but
know
it's
if-
people is what
They're
I'm
trying
saying.
to
It's-
control money, but by
like-
doing so, they're not considering humanities first.
Yeah, agreed. But to Drew's point, he's pointing out that it's just individual people that have gotten together to help themselves in a specific way. It's people.
Right. The purpose of that greed.
Yeah, exactly,
That's so
Tito.
much money.
It's a collective of people trying to, they're shaking and moving through life through the system to benefit themselves.
Billionaires.
But billionaires do more for the country
got
than
this
the
going
average
on.
person does.
A little bit of
Far
spice.
more. Yes, they do.
They're
Hiring.
welfare queens. They're just welfare queens
They're
too. They
not
get all
welfare
this-
queens. They create entire economies underneath their everyday moves.
They've been trying to say that trickle down economics thing was going to work since Reagan was
It's not.
president.
It's
and
not
doesn't
simply
work.
trickle down economics. Because trickle down economics, it takes way more. It would take way more to be actually successful than the
They don't
way
want
the
it to be
capitalist
successful.
economies work. But the
There's a-
fact is that a billionaire who has an entire staff of people working under them at their home, right? Also at their office building, also at their company, employs all of these people, creates all these opportunities for everybody else to make a living. Is it balanced? Is it fair? No, but does it work? Yes, it's a symbiotic relationship. The people who produce more also put more into the economy. That's how it works.
But what if they're paid like nothing? Like in Dubai, they have like this whole stream of people come in.
Well, I
and
don't
do
live
all-
in
all the
Dubai.
working and cleaning and stuff. And then
But there's this thing in Dubai called slavery. We don't have that here.
Literally, it's like one of the few
Like,
places.
it's called slavery. We don't have that here. The reason we don't have that here is because
Well, we abolished it.
Because we abolished it, and by we I mean that the Western world, basically
Western
the
society.
United Kingdom and the United States, abolished slavery. We abolished it. We made it so that everybody else in the world wouldn't do it. And there are still places in the world that do it. They're called Muslim countries. You can go there if you want. I wouldn't.
I don't recommend it.
But slavery doesn't exist anymore because we stopped that. Are there
Exactly,
still
PSG.
haves and have-nots? Sure, there are still have and have-nots.
There's
That's
still
always going to be the
slavery in the world.
case.
There's still slavery in the world.
Yeah,
There's
in the
still
world,
slavery
but
in
not.
America. Let's think about the sex
there's not.
trafficking,
There's
human
no
trafficking,
slavery.
human trafficking through
Well,
America.
I think what Drew is
How many
referring
kids
to
are
is
dying in
legal and allowed. What you're referring to is criminals, which there's
Right.
criminals everywhere, but there are some small little pockets and places in the world where slavery is still permitted, is what Drew was saying. It's not permitted here. It's you have to break the law. But real quick, to Drew's thing, like he mentioned, like how the rich people create these small subcultures of economy under them. And just to use like the most polarizing example, how many people do y'all think Elon Musk employs worldwide?
I fucking hate him, and I hope
I know that's why I'm using this example.
He's a piece of shit.
That's why I'm using this example. A lot of people don't like him. A lot of people do. But how many people do you think he employs, if you had to guess?
A lot.
How many families does he feed, if you had to guess?
How much money does he take from the government for free, our tax dollars, to pay
To
those
feed
people?
those
Let's-
families.
let's
He doesn't
fucking
do it for
welfare. He's a
free.
goddamn welfare bitch.
He's providing a service for our nation.
Write that question down and
What's
ask it
that?
after. Let's do
Weapons that are gonna
let's do
kill
one
us?
one question at a time because we're changing topics. Write it down. Let's
Contracting
ask
for
that.
weapons,
He's
bro.
Let's
Batman.
ask
He's
that
fucking
question
Batman.
next
Hating
before we
Batman
change
is a
topics.
weird
How many-
flex.
How many
He's
people
no Batman.
does he
He's a
employ?
cancer.
How many
I'm
people
Batman's a
does he
weird
employ?
flex.
I'm Batman.
He's a
Here's
cancer.
Batman.
Vogsy, I'll ask you, Vogsy. How many people, if you had to guess, that Elon Musk employ?
Piece of
Thousands.
shit.
Hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of thousands of people work under Elon Musk.
Don't care. So how many people did the Third Reich employ? Fuck, man.
Well, I want to. I want to address Caroline's
Third Reich was a
day.
socialist country structure.
Yeah, Elon's a socialist. No, he's a fucking
no.
dictator.
The Nationalist
psycho. He's like
Socialist
Stalin.
Workers' Party of Germany were socialists.
Yeah, I know.
They were socialists.
I know.
That's your best shining example of socialism.
I wasn't talking
It's
about
the most
socialism. I was
successful
talking
socialist
about
country in the
a
history
number
of the
of
world.
people under the
Almost took over.
employ of a specific leader.
Look,
I did a
let's
video
take
on this,
Elon
Taylor. I
and-
actually
and
did a
his-
video
and his-
listing like
It's
10
true.
examples of the social programs that Bruce Wayne enacted in Gotham.
Well, it's like Elon. You can say what you want about him. He's got
Put it back up, Matt.
this issue with his own public
Is that
image. But
McFarlane?
if you look at Bezos, right?
Not
Everybody
Paul.
thinks Jeff Bezos is evil too.
Lisa,
He is.
Go around your house
I-
and show me
I
all the
need
things
Mark-
Amazon delivered.
I
I
have
need Mark to find
unsubscribed
me a
to
Christian
Amazon
Bale
and to
sidekick
Microsoft.
The only
Batman.
thing Jeff Bezos has done wrong is Rings of Power. Beyond that, I'm all for it. If smaller companies can't survive because they can't create a business model that exists within the Amazon structure, I'm sorry. You got to be more creative. You got to do something more than that. There are plenty of people out there that are existing and thriving.
You know,
Yeah.
have y'all ever seen that movie, The Dictator, with Sacha Baron Cohen? where he's
Yeah.
making fun of
Bezos'
God?
ex-wife is a lazy sack of shit who
Yeah, I wanna-
inherited
like when
billions
Jeff
of dollars
Bezos
just from
made- what
not
was it
sucking his
called?
dick anymore.
Blue Horizon, when Jeff Bezos made the
You
rocket.
are not
that they-
salty about something.
Hold
You
on,
had a
hold on,
bad
hold on.
relationship because you are,
Madam, you've
are-
seen The
you need to
Dictator
get
with
a blowjob.
Sacha Baron Cohen. You remember when he was
Everybody needs to
talking
get
to
a
his men
blowjob.
about his
Well,
rocket because it
look,
wasn't pointy
I'm just
enough?
telling you what I see.
Because it looked, it's like they're going to think it's a penis. That's what Jeff Bezos flew into space. If you look at the actual little Blue Horizon rocket, it looks just like Sacha Baron Cohen's
It's a
rocket.
well-designed.
I was
it's a
laughing
well-designed
so
thing,
hard
you know?
about
It's
that.
worked so far for humanity, right?
Nothing is aerodynamic as a good phallus.
Well, anyway, guys, stimulating conversation, but I gotta go. So
This is why
Hey,
men
Matt.
slow things.
Where are
See you
you
later, bud.
going?
It always comes down to the color.
all right. Where am I going?
All right, Matt,
I
take
don't
it
know.
easy, bud.
Where I'm going, Will, I don't even need roads. Okay. You know,
There you
I'm
go.
gonna be,
Hit me up later, man.
all right.
Yeah, I'll see you around, brother.
Bye.
He's ascending. He's just done ascended to the fucking fourth
Yeah.
plane.
I do want to, because me and Caroline used to have to do this a lot. There's a lot of names in the chat I don't see in here every single Friday, but I do like to point this out. Keep in mind, all of us on this panel all believe slightly different about all these issues, and we've managed to talk about it, argue about it in good fun, picking, and none of us hate each other or any matter at each other at the end of it. This is what community looks like, people.
Yeah.
I hate
Who
Vogs.
punched me?
No,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
like
I just
God,
want
I
to
hate
point that
Drew
out. This
so
is what you're supposed to be able to
much.
do. You're supposed to be able to share
Yeah.
your hot takes.
I
Like,
love all
Jeff-
these
I want-
stupid
that's- it was
motherfuckers.
really
they're my,
Jeff that
they're my
made me-
people.
It was really
And they're
Jeff that
not
made me
wrong.
want to point
Mark
this out.
talk.
I
Let
don't
Mark
want him to feel
talk.
like I kind of attacked him, but I love debating, and
I'm
I
Batman.
love all these people here, and I
Just
love that we can debate. And just know, like, this is how it's supposed to be in this community. Comics bring us together, and they'll keep us together. But you're supposed to be able to argue with your friends about stuff.
Dude,
That
if
it means that you
everyone
love
got
them.
along,
For
it'd be
instance,
boring as
Caroline
hell.
and I are don't see eye to eye on a lot of stuff, and we will discuss. And
He knows I'm
lay
a damn dirty
information, but
hippie.
We always end up,
I'm
still like
Batman.
awesome friends. Like there's
Like I said.
Yeah, she has to
Sure.
throw me in the pool and scrub me down because I fucking hug trees and shit too much.
I
Yeah,
think the
yeah, I just
hippies
don't
are
want
right
you to
about
feel
a
like I
lot
was
of things.
attacking
I
you,
just
but I
think there
don't
should
know.
be
Are
an
you going back
authoritarian
to
state that tells them
Arizona
that they
against
are right
Food
and makes
Network?
everybody else do what they said.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. So
Thank you.
like
There you
now,
go.
it's tough, but at the same time, like we have to be able to sit down at the same table, eat with each other, laugh, and share fart jokes because
Bro,
it's like
I'd rather talk to people I disagree with than people I agree with. It's just more enjoyable conversation.
I want to be challenged. Like I want my ideas. I do want pushback because if you don't have pushback, then maybe you're not challenging your own ideas enough. Because if you've got to have pushback to be able to think from different perspectives. That's what it's for. And but it's not. I don't write mean poems except for Drew. I write mean poems about him. No, I don't write mean
As long as they
poems.
rhyme.
Which I've heard they are.
As
nasty.
long as they rhyme.
Well. No,
If you're gonna write
they
some shit
don't
about
rhyme
me, you
through. It
better
was
be
actually a
goddamn
haiku.
limerick.
It
it's
was
like
actually a
spoken
haiku, so there
word.
was no rhyming involved. I'm
It's
sorry, brother.
beatnik. It's very Rose jailbird. She roosts. You know, like that. Like, so I married an axe murderer kind of shit.
Cannons to the left of them.
That's
Cannons
right.
to the right.
Yeah, dude, that was my favorite. That was one of my favorite episodes of Fresh Prince. Jeffrey crushed it.
Yeah, this is Def Jam poetry, basically, but for really awkward.
But luckily,
knots.
PSG, we go long enough on this stream that we have the chill conversations, we have the fun ones. It's a mixed bag every Friday for sure.
And I wish I can make it more on Fridays.
Nah, just know, like, at the same time you see this, I'm also like sending, you know, like Mark messages of like, look at all my house and look at this shit, and you know, it's not real. The shit that you see, and it's probably true for like all these news channels that they all get all haughty toddy, but then afterwards it's like, all right, let's go get a beer, which makes me to you want to think, and you should think, how much of this is manufactured, and like how much are we getting up in our own bullshit? And I think Jay was trying to.
My favorite accomplishment of 2026 was turning Caroline into a tinfoil hat wearer.
Oh, I turned him into a libtard.
I don't know if either of those things are true.
No,
neither one are exactly
Caroline is a big interest in conspiracies these days.
Yeah, if you
I'm
want
fine with
conspiracy theory,
conspiracies
you know
too.
where to go.
I don't know
because
if
the
things are
science leads to
conspiracy.
mystery.
So
Thank you.
much as
See, this is proof it works. Say it.
What?
I am beginning to put pieces together with science that I learned science. And now I am seeing, because I am willing to say, I don't know everything.
Man, that's
But
how
you're about to
liberals
say,
end up
I
turning
don't
in their
know if
blue
they're
card. Be careful.
conspiracies. See, the thing
I
is,
don't think
like,
that some of them are. I think some of them are quite
now she's
sound.
one of us. She is
The
now
more-
an
yes.
actual. She's now a truther. She just knows the term conspiracy theory
truth
is just a
is out
pejorative
there.
that was
Mark,
created
you know
to
what's so
just
funny
credit
is a
people.
few
No, I
months
want you to
ago-
understand.
ideas.
I 100% did not believe Pizzagate was true. I didn't believe any of that was true, and I was wrong.
So hear this. I was annoyed with Mark and Matt talking about conspiracy theories one day on
Yeah.
the show.
Moon
I
landing,
actually
right?
love conspiracy theories.
What's your favorite conspiracy theory?
Oh,
Yeah.
there's so many.
What's
My
your most
favorite one's
exciting
probably
one
the
that's out?
JFK shooting.
I was about to say the mother of all, the one that started it all. Is JFK as a lot of people's.
That's
but
my favorite.
The magic
That's my
bullet.
favorite one.
That's my favorite.
I think that there's like
too.
there's like levels to like
There's so
having
many.
like conspiracies as a fun hobby. There's a healthy aspect to it because it gets you thinking. It, like Caroline says, like you like the puzzle piece stuff. I call it the red yarn exercise. You know, where you take all your evidence and you see what can like substantiate other things. It's really fun,
But
but
you have to be mindful of confirmation bias
well,
as
you
well.
have to keep in mind it's
You have to keep yourself
it's a
honest.
hobby. It's not meant to like completely ruin your life. And
No,
it's-
you have to keep a very measured take on
some
something.
of them aren't harmful, you know, and some of them can be very harmful if you're like to yourself if you're not careful, because some of them go down really dark roads. They really do. But I have the most fun with the history stuff, like how much of
Same.
our history is just jaded. There's just so-
Archaeological record is very convincing to me. Things
Yeah,
that are
but-
actually being shown.
Yeah. At this point, like there's so much stuff that we have archaeologically confirmed that everything in your history book is a fucking lie, to say it nicely. Like
And there's some stuff.
the story of human history is the honest story is we don't have a clue. And anything beyond that is just maybe this is my idea of it, but they present it like this is what we know. No, you don't.
And you know what's so funny? And
you
there's still stuff we have yet to discover.
More to discover than we have discovered.
Yep. I agree.
Well, it's like the more you know, the more you realize how wrong you really are.
Oh, the missing people in the national parks is good. Was it the missing 77?
Yeah.
No, that
More
girl,
than that.
her boyfriend killed her.
You're talking about the ones in the Winnebago?
Yeah, Petito.
I'm not talking about that one. There's a
that's the
missing
one I'm
parts
talking
conspiracy that ties into what Caroline kind of touched on. You read yarns to the the national parks being set up as a like, hey, we have to get control over this so people don't run into
That's
it.
where the Bigfoot hunts.
Yeah, 1000%, Taylor. And it's interesting in 2026 where a lot of us have access to watch history unfold, and we don't have to wait to have someone explain to us what happened on the other side of the world. So
And you
we're
know what's
watching
so
in real
funny?
time people try to like create history, and you're like, no, that's not true.
Right.
No, it's not.
The vast
you know what's
majority
so
of the military history of Central Europe was written by Julius Caesar about Julius Caesar. So
And you know what's so
there
funny
you
is
go.
someone asked me, like,
He was a funny
a
one.
conspiracy theory once. They said, "Do you think Amelia Earhart's alive?" I'm like, "No."
Not
Oh, yeah,
anymore.
but did you see the shit? They didn't
She's
fucking
been
answer
dead
her
for
call.
years.
They left her to die. They knew where she was.
You think so?
Yeah,
You think
she
she
was
was on
over
one of
the
those
Bermuda
islands?
Triangle. You can't escape the Bermuda Triangle.
They didn't leave her to die. They know where she crashed.
Yeah,
Bermuda
exactly.
Triangle.
Yes,
Yeah,
They
which
they
you
decided
cannot
not to
escape.
investigate any further.
They
Yeah, and it's
decided not
funny
to go.
'cause-
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's
They knew where
funny
she
because
was.
It
people
was
are
very
like,
expensive to go get some uppity lady who decided she could fly a plane.
and you know what's so funny? You know what's so funny is
Caroline's like,
people
I
are
want to
like,
hit him.
"Oh, but you can leave the Bermuda Triangle."
Perfectly
No,
triggered.
you can't. Those are treacherous waters.
The Bermuda Triangle was a really, really fun one for me when I was young, until I realized that literally hundreds of ships travel through it every day perfectly fine.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
oh. And there's two of them.
To
I
what?
thought there was
Balls?
Two Devil's Triangles.
It's
in
technically
different
the Bermuda
places.
So
Biangle.
what they are electromagnetic, like they're crossing points of several
lines.
electromagnetic grids, and it
Ley
creates ley lines. Yes, and so it does create a lot of electrical phenomena that can't be explained.
Nice.
That's why shit goes out. That's why your compasses don't work, because the electromagnetic grid is
Yep.
lit the fuck up.
You know what's funny, Mark? My friend asked me about JFK Jr., the one who does this at his dad's funeral. He said, "Well, why did JFK crash? Was it a conspiracy?" He said, "No. The kid wasn't instrument trained in flying, and when they
Inclement
found
weather
his
too, right?
plane, it was foggy and he was upside down.
Mm-hmm.
What
It's
a
not a
dummy.
conspiracy. The kid wasn't trained."
Can't
I don't
fly a
think
plane
I don't
upside
think
down,
there's a
you fucking
conspiracy
idiot.
surrounding JFK's kid.
The only
Yeah, there's a
conspiracy is who
lot of
cared.
I mean, I personally don't subscribe to him. I know that there's some out there. One of the funnest conspiracies is the Paul McCartney one, right? Y'all been down that road?
The Abbey Road album,
No,
where he's
what about him? What
actually
is it?
dead.
He died in the car accident, and the lookalike from the lookalike competition took his place, and they coded in all of their albums after the car wreck.
Yeah,
Like they put the date of his death on the
Wait, who's
cover.
this?
And
Paul McCartney, the Abbey Road.
Paul is
If you
dead.
look at that Abbey Road
yeah,
album,
he died in the car accident. Have you seen the car?
He didn't
yo,
die in a car accident.
if you look at the album
Paul
of
McCartney's
Abbey
voice
Road,
is
if you look at
would
the
have been
album
too
of
hard to
Abbey
fake.
Road, they're all barefoot.
So Papyrus is
No, they're all wearing shoes except Paul, right? It's one way or the
yes,
other.
true.
It's one way or the other. He's the like all
He's
of their
the odd
albums
man out.
afterwards, like in Yellow Submarine, they code his death date on the album and everything, and there's songs about it. Look into it, dude. It's one of the most like, okay, this is definitely more true than it rings false kind of thing.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing that blows a complete and utter hole in that.
Go
theory.
ahead.
If you see Paul McCartney as an old man sit down at a piano, play a couple keys, sing a couple notes, he's the same fucking kid he was back then. It's the same guy.
No, if you go back to when he was replaced, you'll be like, oh, he's the same kid he was after he was replaced. I encourage you to go check it out.
I disagree, but I have
You're
looked
allowed
into
to.
it. But I disagree.
Mark,
I think that he has that Paul McCartney twinkle in his eye, and that sound in his voice is exactly the same as it was when he was a small young man playing with the Beatles.
Don't they have a famous Batman comic where Paul
There's lots of
McCartney
famous Batman
gets
comics.
replaced? It's like a Beatles Batman comic.
I'm not sure. Just go look at his car from the car wreck. He was riding in a convertible that smashed. Like the entire dash and the steering wheel didn't even stay in the car where he was sitting. You know what I mean? Like it's
inexplicable things happen.
They do. I'll grant you that. But then go look at all the other stuff associated with it.
had kids.
No, he didn't actually. Those aren't his
Doppelgangers,
kids.
yeah.
No, they're not.
He hired those kids because he was gonna eat them eventually. He didn't get around to it because he died.
I don't know. That's weird, man.
Michael Jackson
wait, was
eats
that
babies.
rad?
Are we talking about cannibalism now?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I said it, so you're all thinking it.
Does he?
Diet of Champions.
I
Wait,
thought
was that rad?
I thought he was
Wait.
like saving kids.
Oh,
From
wait,
what?
Who was the one who
Epstein
said?
I'm getting
Island.
raped by some weirdo with a monkey in a theme park in his backyard? No, wait, he was
Rad,
doing that.
I
I
think
know
he may
you
have
said you
gotten.
want your conscious in the matrix. I want my conscious in the grid.
I don't think there's anybody who can look
There
at Michael
is.
Jackson and his accusations and his behavior and his personality and not go, that guy was a weirdo. He
was a
probably was on
weirdo.
Epstein Island.
No,
he had his
I
own
didn't
Epstein
deny
Island in his own backyard.
And look, I'm not saying that he wasn't weird, and he was, because he was.
People still
I
making
just don't
excuses
know
for
what
that
happened.
weirdo is blows my mind.
You know who else
Blows
was a
my mind.
fucking weirdo? Richard Simmons. I thought that guy was a weirdo.
Well, he wasn't weird. He was just gay.
He was just gay.
He was
So was
so gay.
Michael. No, I
No,
bet Richard
no.
Simmons-
Michael
He was
Jackson was
so
not
happy gay.
gay.
He was the
Michael
happiest
Jackson
gay.
was
I know
like
that they're different, but they're so
early
weird.
child molestery.
Is he? I just don't know.
No, there's documentaries about it. He
I
touched
saw
those
that
kids.
documentary by those two guys, and they've been. Yeah, you don't learn how to
Drew,
do that
didn't
stuff.
he
It's
hold
done
one
to
of his
you.
kids over a balcony?
He dangled his kid. He named blanket over a balcony with a blanket over his head so people could see it. He had a blanket over his fucking
Simmons.
head. Why would you couldn't? What?
Well, he doesn't
Come
want
on,
the
make it make
face
sense.
to be seen, which is why the
Mike,
blankets are not hiding.
I didn't
He
know
didn't want the
Mike
face to be
was
seen because he
a
didn't look like
silent
Michael Jackson.
king.
Didn't look like Michael Jackson because he bought that baby cash.
Straight cash.
Mark,
Well, we're cutting out to the richest
I
man in
said,
the world,
"Hey,
simply
Rad."
named Tron. I bought this
Mark-
baby straight cash.
Mark, I told Rad, I
Rich
said, you want
bitch.
your conscious in the matrix. I want my conscious on the grid.
On the grid.
He
You
knows
gotta
what I'm
shatter
talking
that grid, buddy. You gotta break the wheel.
The grid does have hot chicks. Yeah, so does the Matrix has nice steaks.
It also
That's
has
right.
that woman in red. She's hot.
Chase the rabbit, or is it follow the white bunny?
Follow the
White
white
rabbit.
rabbit.
Follow the
Trinity.
dragon.
There's Trinity too. She's cool. I liked her. Carrie Ann Moss is a bad bee in those
She was good in that
movies.
movie.
That fourth Matrix movie was terrible.
Yeah.
I
wish
actually
would've watched
liked it, but
Yeah.
that's because
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
The
it's
cool
that.
factor.
Definitely. It's definitely
The cool
that.
factor we're all lacking.
Yeah,
It's
that's me. Whatever. Study
a
this.
surplus of cool over there.
Yeah, I gobs of it. I got it in buckets.
Gobs and
I'm
buckets of
said,
cool.
I save it to myself and bathe in it.
Somebody offered me a bucket of cool. I don't know if I'd be down for that. I'd question
Then
that
you miss out.
immediately.
That's why you came out like this.
Bucket? A whole bucket? I don't know if I need that much.
I'm okay at games. Mike.
Slather it on. I'm a big fan of the conspiracy that the Greys are real, but they're not extraterrestrial. They're us from the future. I don't think that we've been contacted by aliens. I think that all of the ancient alien shit is a time traveler loop. We're living in a paradox.
Time dilation. Look up time dilation. Mark, did you watch that video I sent to you of that
Which
guy
one?
that got pulled over in Area 51 saying that he had contracts and pay? Oh my God, it's crazy. He goes onto that site and he's basically like, I'm a contractor with all these things. Here's the technology. And he's like, they're doing time dilations. And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
How do you do a time dilation?
I know. Is it like, do you
Deliver a
spread
baby.
something open?
But hey, it's
That's
living
what I
after
thought.
11. I gotta wrap it up. I'm about to go head up to the kids' school for field day.
Field day. Oh,
Field day.
you guys are gonna have a
Thank you
field
so
day.
much for highlighting.
Field
for
day
highlighting
is
book.
the biggest conspiracy theory. That's
What
where
is
all
it?
the aliens go together. See what I said? I said Tron is real. We're all blue avatars, and we answer to Tom Cruise.
Oh, can I
Some
tell
of us
you
are
some
red
good
avatars.
news, Caroline? Can I tell you
What?
some really good news?
Oh, what?
Avatar 4 confirmed and
Oh, thank
scheduled.
God.
Is it?
Are
Is
we
it-
going to star in it? and
Are
not
we
know?
finally getting Avatar 4 avatarded?
Yeah, I'm
We're
been
getting closer.
avatarded for a minute.
I still haven't seen Avatar 3. Is it still in the theater?
All right.
Probably.
Tune in.
Anything else going
Love
out
you
on
guys.
IMAX this year?
I don't know.
Hey,
I went and
madam,
saw
let's have a
Project
meeting.
Hail Mary in IMAX. It was a solid movie. It was good. Worth seeing on the big
I kind of
screen.
want to see it this weekend. I don't know if I'm going to have time.
It's not like some action-packed banger. It's pretty subtle, but it's good.
I heard it was in tone fairly similar to The Martian.
Yeah, 1000%. I mean, same writer, perfectly comparable. If you see people comparing it to Interstellar, they're liars, paid grifters, or morons.
Oh well, if it's not
One
as
of
good
the
as
three.
No,
Interstellar.
in Avatar 4, it's us, and we're gonna realize, and we're gonna star in it, like because we're the avatars, and it's be like, hey,
we got to get blue paint now.
By
We're
the time it
expected to
comes out.
perform by 2029.
you know, and I'll start performing like we're in the money.
I can't wait to see
I'll
you
just
fuck a
be
horse with
screaming,
your
Majake,
ponytail.
Majake.
My
Y'all
sonny,
have a good day. I'll
my
see y'all
sonny.
tonight on In the Mix at 9 p.m.
See you guys.